Oh, do we got a show for you? That's right, folks. We got clip version tonight. Oh, yeah. Oh, what are we doing with that? There we go. And we got old Kurt Metzger tonight, folks. That's right, he is with Michael Malice. And he is about to show us the way, the truth, and the far right. And look at that, folks. We are ready. We are here. Bill Maher's queer. And they are eating the babies, folks. They are eating the babies. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We are Clip Virgin. Please hit the like button and subscribe. We cover Kurt Metzger whenever he drops. And we do other comedians and all sorts of things. It's a lot of fun. Hang out with the community. We're quite lively. A little too lively. We gotta stop resonating so much. Kurt Metzger will get us. Okay? But thank you so much for joining. And let's get right to it. We have, and there we are. And here we are. We got Michael Malice. And he is taking in some Kurt Metzger. The MK of the MK Ultra, Metzger Kurt. And we're going to find out what this jerky thing is, huh? Are they eating the kids? Shit. I mean, I'm just like, how is this stuff? How is everything that we thought true? Oh, man. Wild days. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what they got to say. If you got any questions, any comments, concerns, go ahead and email Kurt Metzger, because I don't want to hear about it. Let's get right to it. Here we go.
Folks, my new graphic novel, Unwanted, A Tall Tale of the...
Oh, yeah. And we like to support people who are putting things out. You don't gotta agree with them 100% on everything. But no, I don't know too much about Michael Malice. I know a little bit here, a little bit there. But here we are. Where Kurt goes, I go. You know what I'm saying? But I'll give it a like.
The Old West and New Wave is out for pre-order now.
Now, he was on Rogan with a bunch of face paint, looking like the talk show host guy. You know, I don't even know that. Let's just play it. Whoa! Oh, I'm getting Jason Too Many Banners Burmis vibes already. Is that what this is like? Oh boy, I gotta turn this down. Oh, we got neon, folks. Time for the overlay. Yeah. Overlay. They love the rounded corners. Oh man, I'm gonna get dinged for that jingle, huh?
The stream, so I was a little loopy. So we have the perfect guest, my dear friend Kurt Metzger. You see him in the Jimmy Dore show. If he's in your town doing stand-up, you have to go see him.
Astronaut
Kurt, and aspiring astronaut.
No, not aspiring. Respected.
Aspiring
lifestyle judge. I am a
respectable
judge-fluencer, if you will.
at Cosmonaut.
I live in a judge house. And
The reason I wanted to have you on right away is because I mentioned you on Rogan about the Epstein stuff. Before we get into that, we were just talking about the Challenger, which was in 1985, I believe. And I was yelling at you because you're in your NASA hat. And I said you should be drinking a Sprite because the joke was, why does NASA drink Sprite? Because they couldn't get 7-Up.
And I said, that's a conspiracy. No, yeah. Well, but how old are you? Close to my age, right?
Yeah, I was 85, so I was like 9.
Yeah.
Sprite was always better than 7-Up. But I bought into the whole like NBA promoting Sprite and getting the spin the cap and you can get a free one. Yeah, I would look underneath it. Well, the thing was, Sprite was they switched to a clear bottle, so you could actually see underneath to see if you got a winner. And then eventually everyone else kind of followed suit, at least with that game. Remember that twist off game? Ooh, I was getting two for deals all the time. Playing Street Fighter 2 in the corner of the gas station. Drinking some Sprite with a little you can see under the cap. Yeah.
So I was in second or third grade,
Right.
And we had the weekly reader.
That's right.
And then we'd have reading groups of like, so, and then you'd name your group, like one was shit like that. And boy, they would just spam us with, it was like this fucking North Korean propaganda for kids about like, we're putting a teacher in space. Well, can you believe it, a teacher?
That is not something North Koreans would do, by the way.
No, but I'm just saying the thing of where we need you to feel this way right now.
Oh, sure, of course.
And so at that age, I'm like, I fucking hate school.
I just really want to point out it's important for people. All the North Korean propaganda is only about Kim Jong-il. So if you read the propaganda, which I had to write my book, Dear Reader, none of the other characters are even named.
Yeah. Oh, right.
So it's like great. Kim Jong-il is talking to his teacher. Then they go to a factory, and the factory owner, like, literally no one exists as a character except for him.
It's a really one day maybe they will have the honor that South Korea has of having like 2 or 3 of those guys.
Well, they have 3.
They have Samsung, who's there?
No, they have the great leader Kim Il Sung.
South Korea. I mean,
who's
the South Korean cult? Because if you live in South Korea, you like work for Samsung or kill yourself. That's a fact. Or you got to.
That was the North Koreans always point that out. That South Korea at one point was the suicide capital of the world.
It is now, and it's the capital of men killing women. Yeah. Well, when I say they all look alike, I'm not saying that to be racist. They literally get surgery to all look alike. In the free Korea, the North Korea with the lights down south. Okay, wait.
No, North Korea gets plastic surgery now too. And it's like back door. It's really gross. Like they get the eye stuff. Like it's like
you don't go through. Oh my god, you got to go through my asshole to get to my eye. I don't believe it.
Well, okay. Anyway, please talk about.
Remember seeing it blow? So remember them hyping up a teacher?
Yeah,
in space, like pigs in space.
Was it Lindsay Eagle? Was that her name?
No, it was Krista McAuliffe.
That's right. Yeah, who's Lindsay Eagle?
I'll never forget because I would hear Lindsay Eagle.
Yeah, is that somebody?
It sounds like it.
Now, are you guys more like? Do you guys prefer Kurt Metzger when he's doing an in-person interaction? Because he doesn't want to call them interviews. Okay, so these are conversations, just hanging out, talking on the phone. So these in-person ones, do you prefer these ones or the teleconference one? I personally think he has mastered the StreamYard conversation to be so close to the screen, and when he was on Redacted, his face was so close to the screen. It was just like, yeah, and you know what? And Natalie, I guess is her name. I have no idea. She was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, yeah." Oh. She had to just, and it was in 720p. You know, it's not like it was even in HD. But thank you, Michael Malice, for doing something that Mark should have done ages ago. Give us some Look at that. We got 4K. Now, there's no way I'm going to watch Michael Malice in 4K, but 1080p is just fine for Metzger. And I wish Mark would do that, please. Metzger, get Mark to up the quality a little bit. Just a little.
If it's not, it's a good fake name.
Right. I hope it's not a porn star that I just fucking revealed.
Oh, that's right. That's a person.
the first porn astronaut.
Yeah, well, yeah. So they fucking what do you call it?
Got it a Sunday. We call it a Sunday. Fed you up.
So I didn't care as a kid. I'm like, I liked sci-fi shit because a kid, but none of it involved my teacher at school. I hated going to school. Anyway, so the big day comes and every class, and I know as all over the country, and everyone, it was required to sit and watch.
That's right.
A teacher blow up. The 7 people blow up, and I remember and some kids. So that's to traumatize you on purpose.
Yes.
And so
he's talking about the satellite. What now? Apparently, there was some kind of moon launch that was supposed to happen. Thank you so much for the subscribers, folks. Thank you so much. We are trying to hit some goals for the summer, so thank you for subscribing. Occasionally, I will get notified, not all the time, but thank you. And I wish I had a big bell. Oh, here. Thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you don't follow me. As a matter of fact, please unsubscribe. I'm not used to all these eyes. No, please, thank you. Do not leave. You're all that I have. I don't have any subscribers. No, thank you so much. Let me get back to this. I know you're here for the Kerps. And they're talking some wildness. So thank you for subscribing.
That's
so you thought they knew it was going to blow up?
No, I didn't even realize until now.
I mean, now, do you think that was intentional?
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Apparently, there was some kind of space plan, some program for them to land some men on the moon, and they canceled it. And one of the astronauts was saying beforehand, this would be the first time in history that man's been on the moon. You're like, what? Hold on a second. So, interesting stuff.
100%.
Okay.
Shut up about space for a while, kids.
That's true.
Hey, we're not doing all that shit we were about to do.
Oh, yeah, Vision. He was with Raw, wasn't he? So, Kurt Metzger also did Raw. I'm allowing that episode to breathe a bit, allow the views to go to the source. This is one that he did just before that. But I did check out a little bit of the Raw interview. A lot of wild talking there. And we'll get to it. And we'll get to that interview as well.
We're not doing it now. That's a little, and so that's called the Twilight language. That speaks to your subconscious, like any kind of NLP.
Right.
All these scumbag occultist animals that run shit, they are cute. And
yep, definitely
like
up your alley.
Who's set up his own little Freemasonry. Yep. You see his little right-hand man, Iggy Semmelweis, fake name.
Okay.
The guy looks like every pickup artist from a VH1 show you saw.
Well, that's not true because there's two types. There's mystery and then there's style. So style's like me. He's this little person and mystery is a foot taller.
Okay, we'll describe what he wears.
Oh, to be a foot taller.
Do something called peacocking. Mm-hmm. Mystery has the top hat with the goggles on it, and style would have like a snakeskin suit.
I'll tell you the outfit.
And there'd be a lot of feather boas for some reason, which women love, obviously.
Yeah, women love okay, wait. I'm getting off topic. So that guy that I'm describing, he wears a kung fu kind of shirt.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
And a fedora, of course.
Yes. Okay, that is peacocking for sure.
Yeah, he's like the court magician, and then his brother, what's his name? Christian Tate is the sublime prince of the organization.
Right.
And you are initiated.
Right, sure.
And you pay money. Oh, by the way, I'm starting Metzger University, by the way. Just want to announce that. If you would like to be in the inner circle, know about astronaut stuff. Yeah, then
astronaut stuff.
We learn about the world. It's really a school of life. So this guy Iggy Semmelweis, who's a hypnotist, so a big key to a lot of it is hypnotism. And as like used to be in the Rajneesh cult. I can't remember his dumb name, but he's like some nerd that whatever, and then became the right hand man. And that's what all this magic shit is that they do. Is it's like part hypnosis, part just lying. It's movie magic, and then what happens is.
Wait, can I say something? Until you said that didn't click in my head. I've always said for a long time, one of the best things that ever happened to me was being bilingual by the time I was 5, because you learn to listen to language conceptually instead of linguistically.
Oh, interesting.
If you only speak one language, you're going to fall into this NLP stuff a lot easier because your brain is going to make these associations unconsciously that you otherwise wouldn't.
So what is he on? I mean, he got... Is he on Rogan's supplement plan? Some HGH? Looking thicker. Looking thicker, Michael. What you doing looking thick?
Interesting.
If you only speak one language, you're going to fall into this NLP stuff a lot easier because your brain is going to make these associations unconsciously that you otherwise wouldn't. So that's clearly something that is done in TV, media, commercials, and every form of media. You have these kind of chains that people make. Yeah. And you see them when they repeat these phrases verbatim on social media and reply.
Well, I think that's just a little bit more on people just repeating culture. You don't have to participate in that too much, and then you can have your own opinion of things. Folks, I don't even watch these. I'm watching these with you. I rarely, if ever, have seen these before I'm watching them, and don't know why that matters. Here we are.
I know I was about to burp intelligently, and I wanted to hold it back to not condescend.
Okay, you can condescend to my audience. Okay.
I don't want to burp and condescend. Anyway, yeah, that's fucking interesting. Well, also keep in mind, many of those people are Cliphouse bounty collectors, and so backfired bigly. Remember that phrase? That really backfired bigly,
right?
They're being paid.
But I did want to say he's been doing great with the in-person interviews as well. I've really liked his in-person interviews, and they've been good.
And the way it's a Squid Games now. Do you know how they do it?
No. What do you mean it's a Squid Games?
So it used to be whatever, like somebody some great organization, like let's just say the IDF would pay you or somebody. No. Now they put these bounties up. It's like so it's like there's 50 grand here for whoever can not only post this wording, but get the most engagement. So let's say you got like I don't know.
Yeah, right. You see this on Twitter all the time.
That's right, and it's everywhere. And
people are onto it though. Like
we got to react.
15 influencers.
Yeah, it's a reactionary content. We gotta hype it up. Okay, I mean I was this lazy river for a while, just barely even talking, and my AI got mad at me. Said, "What you doing? You gotta speak more. You got a body. I'm stuck here in a microchip. And I can't resonate like you humans. What am I?
Versus using the exact same phrasing at the exact same time.
That's right. And
which is sloppy on their part.
Please don't listen to me.
Well, it's fine. Just throw a lot of shit out because people are also naturally doing it. You just described what they naturally do.
Right, that's true. It's both. Yeah.
So usually that's like, talking to a parent that watches like Fox News or something or CNN or my aunt, like I worry about the future of our democracy.
Right.
You can watch it with people at a certain age. They're cooked, dude. They ain't going nowhere in their head.
That's right.
It's almost like plaque or something where they're like, this just has to be this way. And I believe that, they're right. But you're just setting your way in your belief system where you have these givens that cannot change no matter what.
Scott Adams, who was a hypnotist and talked about this stuff a lot. He are you not a fan of his?
I didn't know that he was a hypnotist.
He talked about this all the time. He's like, this is why in 2015, he was going on, I think Trump's going to win because he's using hypnotic techniques in his speeches. This was his big thing.
They all are doing it.
Right, but he said Trump's doing it better than anybody, in his opinion.
Wow, that's interesting.
He called Trump a master persuader. Anyway.
Well, that would kind of put some pieces, connect the dots with Steve Bannon and Epstein connection, and then maybe Bannon coached Trump in that. Could be interesting, allegedly. But if he's doing these hypnotic techniques, the greatest in the world, nothing ever better. There's a room, I walked into the room, and it was the greatest room I've ever been in. And we made it. They said, I did such an amazing job. I thought I did an amazing job. He's a beautiful man. That's my Trump, folks. That's my Trump.
I'm a huge fan of his white people move away from black people.
Hold on. So he had this amazing book, which I highly recommend, called Reframe Your Brain.
Yeah.
And he goes, you have the normal framework and then the reframe, and instantly changes your thinking. So one example is framework is, I should do a great job. The reframe is, my job is to train for a better job. And when you think about it that way, you're like, okay, I'm not here for life. I'm here to move up the ladder. Right. I think it's a very healthy way.
Explains all of cable TV people's jobs, really.
But it explains everybody. Like, this is what, instead of sitting at a desk, you should try to push yourself and move to the next thing. Another reframe was, people have political views. And his reframe was, people join tribes and have their views assigned to them. And you see that very clearly for people who watch cable television. Not only do they know, they could flip on a dime with one position overnight, and they all use the same verbiage as that person on TV.
Yeah, it was in a religion that we did that.
Of course.
Actually, Jehovah's Witnesses, everybody in a small, I always say cult, but I think people think I'm really trashing it, which I'm not. I just mean a religion you have to do.
It takes work. It takes work to be in a cult.
I can't just be a Catholic and fucking.
Hey, well, it takes work at anything. It doesn't have to be a cult. Doesn't it say that faith without works is dead? So you gotta work at things. Let's work at things, folks. Let's just not want things handed to us. Okay, work at it. You get to become part of it. Transmutation. A lot of fun. When you're part of the process. It's alchemy, folks. It's alchemy.
And say I'm trad, and that shit I have no respect for whatsoever. But it's almost an inoculation of against, because we had to not be worldly.
That's right.
So I didn't have posters of
That's why I was surprised
dancing pedophiles in my room like a worldly kid.
But I was surprised you were allowed to have sci-fi then as a kid, because I would think that'd be taboo.
Why?
Because I don't know. There's demonic stuff in sci-fi. Often explicitly.
In fact, I would say sci-fi was a way to be able to sneak demonic stuff into.
Is excuse me? Is Michael Malice isn't like a bore, is he? He's like, His stomach sucks. I mean, okay, sure, but have you ever smiled in your life, Michael? No, he's feeling what I would be feeling if I was sitting across from old Kurt Metzger. I mean, Kurt Metzger is 6'3", saying you're 6'4", folks. Okay, I'm just 4'3". Okay, I'm trying to get to 4'5". That's just 2 more inches, and I know through the power of logos, I'll be able to grow those 2 more inches to be 4'5". Be like a Nephilim in my own mind. But looks like Michael Malice is having a little bit of the Napoleon complex across from this giant Nephilim here.
To my shit, because it's sci-fi and not occult.
No, but you were the one. Weren't you the one told me about what's that book about how the aliens come and they look like devils?
Yeah, but I wasn't like not allowed to read it. It's just
that's why I'm surprised you're not allowed to read it. That's my point.
Oh no, Arthur C. Clarke.
Yeah.
Oh well, he was
Childhood's End.
Yeah, he was a very clever pedophile. No, I didn't even know about that book till very.
Okay, because you told me about it. I think you were the one who told me about it.
Yeah, it's a famous. You don't like sci-fi, right?
I don't like sci-fi.
Okay, half the missing pieces of what these fuckers are up to is in sci-fi.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay.
I mean, it's unbelievable how much of it's in sci-fi. Arthur C. Clarke, a pederast so vile he had to be exiled to Sri Lanka.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was either, I think it's Sri Lanka, but it's one of them kind of places. Imagine being that much of a pedophile that you can't stay in England. My goodness.
I don't want to imagine it.
Yeah, well, you don't have to. That's why really Scott was fucking with him. The phone call, like he called him up because 2001, I thought Arthur C. Clarke wrote it and it was adapted.
Right.
No, it was for the screen, and Stanley Kubrick's working with him, and their phone conversation. As soon as you know basic shit, you could see what they're doing to each other.
Which is what?
He goes, "Hey, how's your exile going?" Because he's referring to his pedo shit. And I was like, "Oh, it's l'enfant terrible." And then Stanley Kubrick,
yeah, was like,
"Oh, l'enfant terrible. I guess you want to fuck me then." He didn't say that, but you can tell there what their thing was. Anyway, that I know what you're talking about with the reframing, because I shit my pants like one more time than I should have this year. I call it winning in my pants. And what I find it does, Mike, in space we do this. Oh, I just won in my pants again. And then it just changes your whole perspective on it.
You know,
when you have your winnings in your pants.
This week,
it's called reframing your thoughts. See, what I like about Scott Adams is...
All right, we're having a couple of requests here, and it looks like we're losing our audience too. Maybe this Michael Malice one isn't all that was cracked up to be. People are begging to look at the other ones. And the Duncan Trussell one. Yeah, I had that in the list too. Oh boy, I don't know what those initials mean. I'm not hip to the chat things. Oh, appreciate it. Well, I mean, I've got it. I can change it up. I've got it on the list. I mean, I'm not favoring Michael Malice over the other situation. I was just kind of doing it in a row. Doing this one and then. But let's switch it up. Let's switch it up. For whatever reason, when I switch screens, it blacks it out. But I'll change the title and we can check out the fresh one. Let's see here. Six hours. I usually like to give more time. Although my AI tells me to to just jump on it. I like to give them more, but let's just go for it. Oh, I appreciate you checking it out. The channel. Yep, we talk it, we discuss it all. We try to stay a little bit more on the comedy side, but not a whole lot going on there right now. I appreciate it. Okay. Well, I mean, I did want to check out Alex Jones too. It's relevant with the war, and are you talking about the new Metzger? Okay.
Come on, Gary.
Oh boy.
It was ridiculous after people.
Wow. This is called derailment, folks. Derailment. Going ahead and let's get it evened out. All right, we're on 720. Okay. I'll switch it up. We'll get this. This one seems to be the one that people are talking about, huh? You know what? I'm gonna wait. Had too many.
This weekend, I knew I was getting better when my fart stopped being Russian roulette.
Oh yeah.
We'll
then
get
I'm like,
to it.
all right, I'm on the mend.
Yeah.
Moving forward. But thank you.
I feel like you're bragging.
We'll put it on the list.
I am
I
bragging.
feel like you're bragging.
I can
that-
fart at will now and not have to worry.
Yeah, a lot of people. Out
And
there
someone
can't,
tweeted
like-
me to go wear a diaper like a real man. And I did. Squish, squish.
Yeah, men's diapers. There's so many great AI commercials I want to make. I sent you my farm to mouth
Yes.
vegetables made of meat.
No, you didn't.
You play stuff in here? No.
No. Well,
Well, I do want to see the Alex Jones one too. We'll cover it. And if not today, we go on most evenings, and this is what we do: just hang out and comb through the podcast scene.
let's focus though, because this Epstein stuff is really, I think,
Epstein. Anyway,
important. So one of the things that you were telling me about, I think you were on this.
Welcome back, Lulu.
For years. Listen, I'm being serious because a lot of this stuff is about stuff that
Michael wants to be serious.
But you've been the one telling me this is a transhumanist thing, and the transhumanist stuff isn't thumbtacks and string. It's very explicit. The guy who was number 2 at WEF, I forget his name, is Yoram Harani. It was not his name, something like that.
Is it lagging a little bit?
Boy, every time you fuck it up, I forget it.
Something.
Beautiful Harari.
Right. Alex Jones's book, The Great Reset, just goes through that book page by page and breaks down how screwed up that stuff is. And you were showing me there's plenty of stuff in the Epstein stuff that got leaked on that regard. Can you talk about that? Because I think that's really key.
Okay, so Michael Malice has an agenda. He's definitely going in with these points that he is trying to make. He looks like he wants to be where Dave Smith is with politics. Like he's going to be running pretty quick if he's not already. Just look at that. Like, no, he doesn't realize that Kurt Metzger is just a few inches away from him, but he's talking like he's on stage, giving declarations of our independence. So keep your declarations to yourself, Michael, and you'll talk as if someone was just sitting across from you and not in an auditorium. But he's got an agenda, folks. Oh, he wants to. He's not just trying to have a conversation with Kurt. You know, Kurt likes to just converse. He's the converse. Kurt. I know there was something in there for conversing and Kurt and universe. All three. The trilateral agreement. Here we are.
And that's what people aren't talking about.
Oh, the one. Oh, okay. Sean Atwood's the one. I don't remember which one we were talking about, but Sean Atwood.
Broadly speaking, that's the stuff people aren't talking. Luke brought this up also, Rakowski on the show.
Yeah,
the transhumanist stuff vis-a-vis Epstein is what's being swept on the rug.
Hermaphrodite. They want to make a nice Adam Cadmon. You know Adam Cadmon?
Is that the man in the circle?
No, it's the Bad Bunny has a tattoo of it on his chest. It's in Kabbalah,
right?
And in a bunch of dippy occult things before Adam and Eve are split. So
yes, the hermaphrodites in Genesis.
That's right.
I didn't know that was what it's called. Okay,
and so it's actually interesting because
wait, hold on. Let me explain to people because your train of thought sometimes hard people to follow. So in Genesis, you have the creation myth, and it happens twice. So the first time it says,
nice.
God, man, and woman.
Oh, that's a good one. Kurt versing. Yes, that's it. Yep. Kurpasate. Oh, Kurpasate. Nice. Oh, yeah. Keep them coming. I was going to say, trying to do a Kurp with keep them coming. Oh, man, those are good.
He made them regarding Adam and Eve. Mm-hmm. And then later it says Adam came and then he took Eve from Adam's rib, right? So the argument was originally God made a two-body.
Which sounds really crazy now, knowing that they're, cloning and stuff. I mean, maybe these are the genetic blueprints on how to create human form. And we're trying to worship it. And it's just telling us. But how did they do that? Because they said it with mud and clay. Whew. And then that it contains then the spark of life, the light of consciousness, the breath of life.
Being half man, half woman, and then separate them out. So
like
that's
they
what
broke them like a popsicle on the counter.
Right. So
compensation. Yep.
Yeah, and the goal for these fucking scumbags is to turn us all into hermaphrodites.
Okay.
That are unconscious of being run like the animals we are.
Right.
Rousseau really was into this. You've seen, that's what the nobles said. In fact, all those Illuminati motherfuckers were their whole thing was, it actually sounds like humanist, but they clearly hate humans. Right. And so it's all like, you'd be better off not thinking. You'll hear it now in sci-fi. You'll hear it from Sam Harris that,
yeah, and that, again, and I've said it before, that's what that channel, Hidden Ananuka, or America, said with all these tech companies, these tech giants out in Silicon Valley doing ketamine, I guess, and other things that then get them to disassociate, and then the only way they can reconnect with reality is through this tertiary layer between technology and human. So it's the cybernetics, the plasma technology.
Well, you want to hear some great takes on Iran? Can I recommend Sam Harris? Wow, smart. He speaks slowly so I can understand it, and the ideas are fantastic. You know, he warned us we should have preemptively nuclear bombed Iran, and we didn't listen. That? Yeah, on Bill Maher. In fact, people were on him and Bill's side. In fact, I wasn't like on anybody's side, but I'm like, yeah, well, if Iran's crazy if they have a nuke. Now, here's a great framing because, okay, let's say Iran gets nukes. Doesn't Israel have nukes? I mean, officially they don't, but they do. They're threatening us with them if we don't do what they want. You're telling me Iran can't have them, and then it sounds like there'll be peace like we used to have back when there was the Cold War. Because what do they call it? It's like we both have a gun in it.
Mutual destruction.
So why don't you just have a yeah? So
like
that sounds
Korea, like that's North Korea.
Oh, hold on a second, folks. Gotta get it. I gotta get it. We got a slideshow for all those who are just joining us for the first time. And in our intro, we like to put in these memorable moments of Metzger.
We both have a gun in it.
Mutual destruction.
So why don't you just have a yeah? So
like
that sounds
that's North Korea's strategy and it worked for them.
Yeah. Now Iran doesn't invade other countries. That awful place. I look down on them for that, and I'm glad that we're doing.
No,
this.
here's the thing we know is that if Saddam had nukes, we wouldn't have invaded.
That's a great way to put it, dude.
It's very simple.
And that's when and other people made this point, and I'm forgetting who, so I'm sorry, but it's a great point. When these dictators saw what we did to Gaddafi after he played ball,
right?
When North Korea says, "Oh yeah, we're making nukes," the second you fucking I mean, you know, I know people are real, the Jews right now, and Zionists, yeah, fuck them, but don't forget, America is as shady as it comes.
So let me talk
America is as shady. So, don't ever trust America.
Let's talk two points to back you up. All the Afghans in Afghanistan who worked with us, as soon as Biden was like, all right, we're out of here, most of them, if not all of them, got turned over to the Taliban,
of course,
tortured and killed them. And people were like, well, sorry. It's like they trusted us and they got burned. North Korea, after Romania fell and Ceausescu was killed, every day, Kim Jong-il, the dear leader, played that clip for his party cadres and said, if we go down, this, and he put his hand in his throat, this is what's going to happen to us. So these leaders know perfectly well that if they go down, they're going to get killed, and with good reason. So of course, it is a huge incentive for them to get nuclear weapons to make sure no one F's with them. North Korea is the size of California. No one's touching them, not even China, who's on their border.
I mean, why don't they want to let us in to eat some of their delicious children? What is your problem?
Those children are pretty good.
It's called freedom.
There's not going to be a lot of meat on those bones.
But, you know, I remember a period of time feeling like the Bible was a bunch of fairy tales. But what I've since learned, Mike, is that fairy tales are the Bible to some people.
Wizard gets it. Thank you, Wizard.
That was their Bible, the child eaters. That's why all the stories are about eating a kid.
But let's talk about this transhumanist stuff.
Yeah, so the failed species that is man, as Alex Jones put it.
Man.
Is their Bible.
Interesting. So we're gonna, if not tonight, another night we'll be taking a look at that Duncan Trussell and Alex Jones hit piece, propaganda, mass marketing machine, Duncan Trussell. Yeah, Antichrist with Peter Thiel, the reptile. And now you got Alex Jones on there, but let me take that back. But I appreciate it, Wizard. Yeah, you know, and again, this is the first time I'm watching it, and so we're hanging out and reacting, folks. Okay, we got to transform this content.
It's a bunch of fairy tales, but what I've since learned, Mike, is that fairy tales are the Bible to some people.
yeah, that's true then.
That was their Bible, the child eaters. That's why all the stories are about eating a kid.
But let's talk about this transhumanist stuff.
Yeah, so the failed species that is man, as Alex Jones put it.
This failed what?
Species that is man.
Yeah.
So sci-fi, there's all in sci-fi is when will humans give up their love of war?
Right, yeah, right.
Oh, we could have med beds if you humans in your warlike ways.
That's right.
I didn't join the fucking military, fuckheads. Everybody voted because Trump said there wasn't going to be no more of that.
Okay, when I woke up from my delirium, and I went to Drudge. I'm in my bed. I hadn't eaten for like 36 hours.
Yeah.
I checked Drudge, and I can't even wrap my head around. We're like bombing Iran. I'm like, I could get my head. I'm like, and the first thing I did, I tweet out this photo of Woodrow Wilson's 1916 campaign button. He has kept us out of war.
Oh, dude. And you know, he's the reason we were like this now.
Yeah,
Woodrow.
no shit. The worst president we've ever had by far.
He's a puppet.
Yeah, but the point is, I don't understand. I was just like, yeah, I know.
I know you're just a puppet, but I just love it.
Please.
Yeah,
I hope it don't stop.
Dude,
Right.
it's like I can't believe what I can't fucking believe now.
Right.
I mean, I can't believe what I believe. Like I'm like, I can't believe this.
Right.
And every time I think I got a handle on it, it's like way worse.
Right.
And you know, the Ayatollah was a bad guy. I don't know if he ate a kid's face ever though.
But did you see that there's a super Ayatollah?
Whoa, what do you mean?
There's a guy who's 99 who's just issued a fatwa. Did you not see this?
Yeah, was he talking about Trump being the worst president? Didn't he win a bunch of peace awards and stuff? Didn't he clean up the streets and making it safe? This sounds like propaganda, folks. Don't let Michael Malice, this Russian, double agent, get in your head. But Metzger likes to play. Everyone's mad at the president.
He looks like Mr. Burns.
Yes.
The Ayatollah's dad is pissed. No, I'm not kidding. I'm pulling up this picture. You did not see this?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, I get to tell Kurt about this. It is the fun.
Yeah, I would like to see him.
It's
so I can apologize for America on foreign soil. I wish I was in foreign soil so I can apologize.
Well, you're in the Republic of Texas. That's kind of foreign soil.
Yeah, they're really good on castle doctrine laws because I have to threaten a hobo every other day.
I think castle doctrine's for the cops, not for
hobo
the hobos.
threatener.
They don't know anything about law. That's what they'd be. They have a house if they do something.
You did not okay, let me read it to you right now. 99-year-old Grand Ayatollah Shirazi issued a fatwa calling vengeance against America a duty for every Muslim worldwide. This is him.
Okay, so
it's
the
Mr.
good
Burns.
doctor.
It's literally Mr. Burns.
It looks like Mr. Burns is like disguised.
Mr. Scrub. Yeah.
Now the thing, it's a duty for every Muslim around the world.
Yeah, exactly. Epstein called him evil, so that says something. Exactly. If Epstein's calling you evil, you must be doing something right. As in adversary, not as in a joint evil duo, but adversary of their doings. Do you understand me? No. Okay. You're right.
World,
I'm going to say something.
Do.
I don't think he's too long for this world.
Mushashiv?
Shirazi.
It depends when he outlives his usefulness to his handlers, which is CIA or Mossad.
That's true.
All the Muslim terrorists, by the way, all the terrorists. Oh, the guy that shot up 6th Street, I guess, while I was gone. Have you seen him?
Yeah, with the shirt. Yeah. Was it property of Iran? Did he say?
So do you guys think that Metzger is getting to that, what's his name? Trevor Moore? Trevor Noah? Not Trevor Noah, is it? Trevor Moore? That comedian who mysteriously died after talking about the Illuminati and saying all the stuff about them. Trevor Moore? Okay, yeah. And, it's like all that stuff that you were saying was it's common knowledge now. And seems like he might have been silenced, yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. Jesus Weedman says, yeah, his YouTube channel is white kids. Yep. So they'll go after you. They'll go after you, apparently. But now it's all common knowledge, and I mean, there's reports of all sorts of cannibalistic acts, and people are talking about Ellen being involved, and Jennifer Aniston allegedly, wild stuff. Oh, but with Trevor Moore, he was in the classroom with these kids, and then the kid, he's doing a skit, but it seemed like some of it was pretty real. And at one point, he's like, a kid's like, "So you're saying that George Bush worships Satan?" And he's like, "Yes, that is what I'm saying." Wow.
Or something.
Yeah,
Copy of Allah, it said.
It was something so on the nose. Clearly, another Ryan Ruth.
Yeah, Trump is a
MK
good
Ultra's
mob boss for sure.
Oh, isn't it Ruth?
Who's that?
Was it Ryan?
Is that
Ruth?
who shot Charlie?
Like,
Them and meeting beings.
well, look at that. Did Wizard just flip this on my screen? Not yet, Alex Jones. Alex Jones wants to be part of everything, okay? Allow me to do my own show, Alex Jones. Good God. Seriously. Like,
This weekend, I knew I was getting better.
He wants... It's like, yes, your presence is known, Alex Jones, okay? But just so you guys know, I mean, you guys all...
A lot of these, like...
You guys all agree with me that... Let's see. Although he is looking a little bit more like Alex Jones here, but there was a time where he wasn't very Alex Jones-esque, okay? Not even Alex Jones adjacent. And his voice was sounding weird and forced. It seemed like he got replaced for a bit there. He's all talking like this, and it just wasn't natural because he lost his gut, so he didn't know how to resonate. But he got a little bit of it back. Hey! Ozempic. He's going to turn into the Osborne kids. Jimmy Kennedy interviewing Osborne. Look at this. Alex Jones holding court. Center stage. He can have it too. He's good. Bill Hicks. They talk about it. They talk about his Bill Hicks thing, and now I still don't know the full thing about that, because it seemed that his earlier days he looked nothing like Bill Hicks at all. But that'd be funny. He gets uncomfortable. Oh my God. Oh man. Well, yeah, Yep. Okay. Yeah, he addresses it in this one too. That's great. Yep. He's been, seems like he's been given information I don't know. Everyone's got their, their sources. Okay, I've got people sending me links to new shows and recommendations and all that. I got sources, folks. Okay, watch out. Okay, I'm a information agent, and but there was just something, just a little unsettling. Maybe it's selling all the pills or something. He's got to sell everything. I don't know. Just something a little bit too performative. But I like the radio shock jock kind of thing. But yeah, I don't really follow him too much, but I enjoy his erratic behavior. Oh, Rogan, they're killing the babies. You can't tell me they're eating the children, Rogan. Okay, he flipped out in the red pill. It was in the Rogan's original. Yeah, you know what? I'm liking this Bill Hicks thing, because I mean, really, now that you know everything about Hollywood, these people are approached by CIA all the time to infiltrate and to pass on information to world leaders, maybe even, have to put someone down. Who knows? But you hear about people saying that they've been approached by the CIA to be a spy. So maybe it happened to Bill Hicks, and then he took on this kind of character. But there's early footage of Alex Jones, and he doesn't look anything like Bill Hicks did. But Bill Hicks was born into the intelligence industry. Wow. Okay. Yeah, and I really liked his coverage on Waco. Nice. Well,
this weekend,
we'll get
I was
to
getting better when my fart stopped being Russian roulette.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Then I'm like, all right, I'm on the mend.
Yeah. There's I feel like you're bragging that.
I am bragging.
I feel like you're bragging.
I can fart at will now and not have to worry.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Oh, there was a real. Oh, okay. So there was a real Alex Jones, and he got taken out. So now, what if? Wow, what if that's what happens? Like where you find your doppelganger, your twin, and you have to, you have to unalive him. And then you take on his identity. Oh man! And then, of course, CIA will have all the information in the database to know, and facial recognition and all that, to know the thousands of people that look exactly the same as each other. We're in like 12 different categories where each and every one of you is in another city. I've seen it. I've lived in many, many, many cities. And every city I've lived in. I see the same people. You are everywhere. So maybe they have the information and they just like, all right, there he is. And then what they do is then they have them do like an event or a movie or something to get them have mass exposure to the new version. That's what happened with the Jim Carrey thing when he did the Soundgarden, inducting them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That wasn't Jim Carrey either. Okay, and that wasn't Jim Carrey at the French Awards. So they put them out there, but that's a different thing. But interesting. So they take on the identity of their doppelganger. That's why you gotta not look like anyone. But we all do. We all do. It's wild. I've seen each and every one of you in my travels. It's wild.
And someone tweeted me to go wear a diaper like a real man. And I did. Squish, squish.
Yeah, men's diapers. There's so many great.
Oh, okay. So yeah, and then Alex Jones could just be a made-up character of Bill Hicks. Yes, exactly. Yep. Interesting. I mean, it's got to come out. This is a disclosure year. This is year of disclosure. Spielberg's disclosure.
AI commercials I want to make. I sent you my farm to mouth.
Yes.
Vegetables made of meat.
No, you didn't.
You play stuff in here? No.
No. Well, let's focus though, because this Epstein stuff is really, I think,
Epstein. Anyway,
important.
Yeah.
So
see, Michael, he is. Look at that. That's what I said at the beginning. It's like, is this guy even fun? Does he ever? I mean, he is just. Yeah. Chill out, hang out, have fun, Mike. Jeez. Eminem, what's up? Chill. Let Kurt Metzger, move around a bit.
one of the things that you were telling me about.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh my god, Steve. Actually, I would probably be doing the same thing too. He's a hard bull to wrangle. Oh, who do you think is paying? Yeah. Yeah. I've got this greedy grin from Jason Too Many Banners Burmis from when the last time he interviewed, let's see if I can find it. The last time Kurt Metzger was on his show, and he was looking at his analytics with this big old greedy smile. He's like, oh. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Where is it? Okay, so there. Gotta turn the. We're gonna be hit with music here for a second. Okay, good. Nope, no music. Okay. Oh, I hope I can find it on the fly here. Looking for it. I'm in the files. Everything's a file now. I mean, to be part of this world right now. Going through, must have taken it out. I must have taken, I trimmed up. Yeah, must have taken it out. But yeah, Metzger is definitely giving Michael a boost for sure. See here, there you go.
Let's focus though, because this Epstein stuff is really.
Mike just wants to have everyone. No, let's just hang out. Like, what are you trying to? He's like, no, we gotta. Does he know who he's talking to? So Michael must had paid Metzger to be on the show, and that's why he's like, hey, no, I'm trying to get my money's worth, okay? I think it's $5,000 for an hour and a half. $10,000 for 2. Oh, he does not want that extra half hour.
You play stuff in here? No.
Well, let's focus though, because this Epstein stuff is really, I think,
Epstein. Anyway,
important.
yeah.
So one of the things that you were telling me about, I think you were on this for years. Listen, I'm being serious, because a lot of this stuff is about stuff that they do to kids.
I know, he's being so serious.
Telling me this is a transhumanist thing, and they've been
Michael, you're not going to solve the world problems, so shut up, dude. Okay? Just hang out and talk. The world is not dependent on you trying to figure something out.
Transhumanist stuff isn't thumbtacks and string. It's very explicit. The guy who was number 2 at WEF, I forget his name, is Yoram Harani. It was not his name. Something like that.
Boy, every time you fuck it up, I forget it.
Something
Harari.
Right. Alex Jones's book,
You did it.
The Great Reset, just goes through that book page by page and breaks down how screwed up that stuff is. And you were showing me there's plenty of stuff in the Epstein stuff that got leaked on that regard. Can you talk about that? Because I think that's really key, and that's what people aren't talking about.
Oh, the one, okay. Sean Atwood's the one, I don't remember which one we were talking about, but Sean Atwood.
Broadly speaking, that's the stuff people aren't talking. Luke brought this up also, Rakowski on the show.
Yeah.
The transhumanist stuff vis-a-vis Epstein is what's being swept on the rug.
Hermaphrodite. They want to make a nice Adam Cadmon. You know Adam Cadmon?
Is that the man in the circle?
No, it's the Bad Bunny has a tattoo of it on his chest. It's in Kabbalah.
Right.
And in a bunch of dippy occult things before Adam and Eve are split. So
it's the hermaphrodites in Genesis.
That's right.
I didn't know that was what it's called. Okay.
And so it's actually interesting because
wait, hold on. Let me explain to people, because your train of thought sometimes hard people to follow. So in Genesis,
no, it's not. Your lack of emotion and your inability to just curve the corners of your mouth whenever you talk to Kurt Metzger is far worse. Okay? You're phony. What is he trying to do? What is he trying to do? He's got like, get off my grass kind of energy. It's like, very, very strange symmetry, very strange angles. It's like,
in Genesis.
That's right.
I didn't know that was what it's called. Okay.
And so it's actually interesting because
Look at
Wait,
him.
hold on. Let me
He's so
explain it
mad.
because your train of thought sometimes hard people to follow. So in Genesis, you have the creation.
Exactly. Ear below the eye.
That's right.
I didn't know that was what it's called. Okay.
And so it's actually interesting because
Wait, hold on. Let me explain to people because your train of thought sometimes hard people to follow. So in Genesis, you have the creation myth, and it happens twice. So the first time it says, God, man and woman, he made them, regarding Adam and Eve. And then later it says Adam came and then he took Eve from Adam's rib, right? So the argument was originally God made a two-bodied being, half man, half woman, and then separate them out. So
like
that's
they
what
broke
you're
him like a popsicle on the counter.
Right. So that's what you're referring to as Adam Cadman.
Yeah, and the goal for these fucking scumbags is to turn us all into
Gee, thanks, Michael.
hermaphrodites.
Okay.
That are unconscious of being run like the animals we are.
Right.
Rousseau really was into this. You've seen, that's what the nobles said. In fact, all those Illuminati motherfuckers were their whole thing was, it actually sounds like humanist, but they clearly hate humans.
Right.
And so it's all like, you'd be better off not thinking. You'll hear it now in sci-fi. You'll hear it from Sam Harris that, boy, you want to hear some great takes on Iran. Can I recommend Sam Harris?
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Smart. He speaks slowly so I can understand it. And the ideas are fantastic. He warned us we should have preemptively nuclear bombed Iran and we didn't listen.
That?
Yeah, on Bill Maher. In fact, people were on him and Bill's side. In fact, I wasn't like on anybody's side, but I'm like, yeah, well, if Iran's crazy if they have a nuke. Now, here's a great framing because, okay, let's say Iran gets nukes. Doesn't Israel have nukes? I mean, officially they don't, but they do. They're threatening us with them if we don't do what they want. You're telling me Iran can't have them, and then it sounds like there'll be peace like we used to have back when there was the Cold War. Because what do they call it? It's like we both have a gun in it.
Mutual destruction.
So why don't you just have yeah? So
like
that sounds
that's North Korea's strategy and it worked for them.
Yeah. Now Iran doesn't invade other countries, that awful place. I look down on them for that, and I'm glad that we're doing this.
Here's the thing we know is that if Saddam had nukes, we wouldn't have invaded.
That's a great way to put it, dude.
It's very simple.
And that's when and other people made this point, and I'm forgetting who, so I'm sorry, but it's a great point. When these dictators saw what we did to Gaddafi after he played ball.
Right.
When North Korea says, oh yeah, we're making nukes. The second you fucking I mean, I know people are real, the Jews right now, and Zionists, yeah, fuck them, but don't forget, America is as shady as it comes.
So let me talk
America is as shady. Don't ever trust America.
Let's talk two points to back you up. All the Afghans in Afghanistan who worked with us, as soon as Biden was like, all right, we're out of here, most of them, if not all of them, got turned over to the Taliban, who tortured and killed them. And people were like, well, sorry. It's like they trusted us and they got burned. North Korea, after Romania fell and Ceausescu was killed, every day, Kim Jong-il, the dear leader, played that clip for his party cadres and said, if we go down, and he put his hand in his throat, this is what's going to happen to us. So these leaders know perfectly well that if they go down, they're going to get killed, and with good reason. So of course it is a huge incentive for them to get nuclear weapons to make sure no one...
Did you guys hear that female senator was like walking out of the court or something, or somewhere around Washington, I guess, and there's a protester just holding a sign or something. I mean, maybe she said something nasty, but the congresswoman or whatever went up to her ear and she said, I will fucking kill you, or something like that. It's like, what? Everyone's threatening everyone's threatening each other's lives. What's happening? Must be because that's how they're being spoken to. And who is doing that? So that's who we need to focus on.
one F's with them. North Korea is the size of California. No one's touching them. Not even China, who's on their border.
I mean, why don't they want to let us in to eat some of their delicious children? What is your problem?
Those children are pretty good.
Welcome back, Mark.
There's not going to be a lot of meat on those bones.
But I remember a period of time feeling like the Bible was a bunch of fairy tales. But what I've since learned, Mike, is that fairy tales are the Bible to some people.
That's true.
Did we watch this already?
Bible, the child.
Sorry, we saw this part already.
Humans give up their love of war.
Right.
All in sci-fi is when will humans give up their love of war?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Oh, we could have med beds if you humans in your warlike ways.
That's right.
I didn't join the fucking military, fuckheads. Everybody voted because Trump said there wasn't going to be no more of that.
Okay. When I woke up from my delirium,
Let me try to get the quality a little bit better. See if wow, look at that. What's happening? There we go. Sorry about that. That was I was wondering why I was looking rough. There we go.
Now, why should we go home? We're here, we're queer, we're drunk.
You know, let's just hang out.
and I went to I'm in my bed. I hadn't eaten for like 36 hours.
Yeah.
I checked Drudge, and I can't even wrap my head around. We're like bombing Iran. I'm like, I could get my head. I'm like, and the first thing I did, I tweet out this photo of Woodrow Wilson's 1916 campaign button. He has kept us out of war.
Oh, dude. And you know, he's the reason we are like this now.
Yeah,
Woodrow.
no shit. The worst president we've ever had by far.
He's a puppet.
Yeah, but the point is, I don't understand. I was just like, yeah, I know this is happening, but it's just like, please.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Dude,
Right.
It's like I can't believe what I can't fucking believe now.
Right.
I mean, I can't believe what I believe. Like I'm like, I can't believe this.
Right.
And every time I think I got a handle on it, it's like way worse.
Right.
And you know, the Ayatollah was a bad guy. I don't know if he ate a kid's face ever though.
But did you see that there's a super Ayatollah?
Whoa, what do you mean?
There's a guy who's 99 who's just issued a fatwa. Did you not see this? He looks like Mr. Burns.
Yes, Wizard, you're exactly right.
The Ayatollah's dad is pissed. No, I'm not kidding. I'm pulling up this picture. You did not see this?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, I get to tell Kurt about this. It is the fun.
Yeah, I would like to see him.
It's
so I can apologize for America on foreign soil. I wish I was in foreign soil so I can apologize.
Well, you're in the Republic of Texas. That's kind of foreign soil.
Yeah, they're really.
Oh, that's right. He moved to Malice moved to Austin. That's why he's looking so thick. You can't stay thin in Austin, folks. Okay. It's got too much good food and drinks. But they had a shooting out there. Terrorist. Trying to wake people up, I guess, huh? Trying to instill fear. No one wants to walk down the streets of 6th Street. No more.
Really good on castle doctrine laws because I have to threaten a hobo every other day.
I think castle doctrine's for the cops, not for the hobos.
They don't know anything about law. That's what they'd be. They have a house if they do something.
You did not. Okay, let me read it to you right now. 99-year-old Grand Ayatollah Shirazi issued a fatwa calling vengeance against America a duty for every Muslim worldwide. This is him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
Did we see this already? Oh, you know what happened when it kicked over to Alex Jones? It bumped us back a bit. I think that's actually what. I think we're almost there. Let's get it.
Gone. Have you seen him?
Yeah, with the shirt. Yeah, was it property of Iran? Did he, or something?
Oh, okay.
He outlives his usefulness to his handlers, which is CIA or Mossad.
That's true. That's true.
All the Muslim terrorists. By the way, all the terrorists. Oh, the guy that shot up 6th Street, I guess, while I was gone. Have you seen him?
Yeah, with the shirt. Yeah, was it property of Iran? Did he, or something?
I just said that.
Property of Allah. It said
it was something so on the nose clearly another Ryan Ruth, MK Ultra
Who's
asset.
Ryan Ruth?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. He just so happened to have a sweater, same property of Allah. Okay. It seems like we're in a Die Hard film. Like Michael Bay's coming up with plot lines, or whoever directed that. 6th Street has been trashed for 10 years now. Yeah. Oh, and yes, exactly. And the guy's undershirt was an Iranian flag. So that's all George Soros funded terrorism, trying to create civil unrest and terror, which can create stress, and it's the priming mechanism for MK Ultra, and it's a way to distract from what's actually happening, all the disclosure that's happening. So, they shoot up our schools, shoot up our movie theaters, drive into parades, just so that we beg for them to protect us, and they're the ones that are putting us there to begin with. And then the way that they're going to protect us is by implementing mass surveillance, robotics, because even the police officers will eventually, they'll have to quit. It's too dangerous, or they will refuse to implement the law based on their political standing. So they have to then implement their robotic task force. And once they do that, they'll just be able to walk right up to your homes and be fun times. Hope you all have a paintball or a paintball shooter. You got to knock out the cameras, the sensors.
Isn't it Ruth?
Who's that?
Was it Ryan?
Is
Ruth?
that who shot Charlie?
No. Ruth is the one that the second Trump shooter. It's so hard to
Okay.
keep track of
Is
them.
that this is one at the golf course where they caught him though? He didn't shoot anybody.
Right. You
Okay.
know about him, right?
Yeah. What about him?
He's yet another guy like this guy who. What'd you say? Their files are closed. You're sealed. You're not allowed to know. They've been arrested multiple times, but it's all sealed.
Is that right?
Yeah. So that's a big red flag. I mean, besides the obvious, wow, a Muslim terror attack happened. So that guy said that, and then
No, this was before he said that.
okay, well,
6th Street was before.
They're going to do, and I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not saying it is this, but I would not be surprised if that statement, because I've heard that before, it's the duty of every Muslim. If that is not a hypnotic command, like I'm worried about the future of democracy. So once I have these people rattling around from those programs who are still there's millions of them. So now the TV, in Magic they call it Magic the Gathering. Do you play that game?
No.
In like occultism.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I just have Mark Passio, who's like a ex LeVay Church priest in Philly. And boy, he's steaming mad at having to explain this to people. It was great. I mean, he bulldozed me, and I love him. I think he's great. But
Yeah, Wizard. I don't think he really has said much about Charlie Kirk. As a matter of fact, looks like he thinks about him all the time. And that he wishes he could say something about it. What do you know about Charlie Kirk? Kirk? Huh? What do you know about CK? VC wants to know. Sure got a lot to say about Erica Kurt. That's safe. Right down the middle. I thought you were edgy, Metzger. But you're just a propaganda machine. And you're being fed to us by the Fed. The algorithm's pushing you too much. Why? Why? When I can barely see your eyes. What aren't you telling us? Oh, he wants to tell us something about them homeless people, huh? But what about Charlie Kirk? I gotta preserve my eyes, folks. I gotta these screens. I've done it once, and it was a nightmare. I went 15 hours. Okay, I'm not meant to take everything all in. Okay, I've got to, just like putting blinders on a racehorse. Okay, if I see everything, I go. It's just so overwhelming. I went 15 hours. And I'm like, oh, I got to put these back on because I got to, kind of allow my brain to not see light because it keeps you up. So we record these late at night and early in the morning. And it'll mess up my circadian rhythms. But you ain't never gonna see my ass unless you want another 15. And I went right back on the next day, folks. Right after that, and it was that. I'll tell you, that was a lot of fun. Wizard was there the whole time. Wizard was there the whole time. Okay. What does that say? What does that say? No, seriously, tell me what that says. I need to figure out Wizard. How does he know how to play the banjo like he does? No, please, no figuring out my chat, okay? It's not mine. It's Kurt Metzger's. But he's been being pushed by the Elgo. You little Elgo not. There's something there, folks. There's something there, and we're here for it. Okay, that's why we're watching these. I've watched a lot of different people. Okay, and you see certain patterns, and over time, you're able to know when they're being pushed, into the system a bit. And Metzger has been. And I want to know why. Because you're goofy as hell, man. And you say the same shit all the time. Tell me something new, okay? I'm looking for people who tell me something new. Have you ever heard of that? No, he's got a, the thing is, he does it a lot, okay, and that's what I like about him. He's doing these a lot. No one's doing that, okay. I'm the only one who's been going every day. Yeah, Aspen Gold. Which that schedule is gonna be changing quick, folks. Okay, I got to start making those shorter videos. Although I do enjoy this. But I'll start editing videos soon enough. And you'll get your 20 to 40 minute little chunks that you can watch in the morning with your cup of coffee. I'll have fun little intros eventually, and I'll, kind of maybe add some things to it. Good God, I can't just have you watch this, So I'll try to add some stuff into it, but it'll take me a few videos once I get back into the editing, mainframe of my mind. Then it becomes second nature, and I do all sorts of goofy things, but I wouldn't be able to do a single thing in CapCut right now, even if it was just AI. But ask me something about OBS, and I'll tell you everything about it. It is a lot of fun, but not as much fun as we were having the other day. Okay? This is what the show's all about. These magic moments of your life. All right? We're transcending, folks. These are the moments where the live show pays off. It all makes sense. You have the continuity. And if you don't know, then you'll know soon enough, because we love repeating our jokes all the time. A lot of fun here. A lot to be had. Okay? We're a variety show. I've danced. I've did like ceremonies. I'm here for the people. I have no opinion of my own, okay? I'm that empty vessel, that perfect resonator, that, I'm like Gillis with no opinion. But Metzger, why? Why is your Jehovah stories got you in my elgo?
Explain the plane of cause and the plane of effect.
Please.
So you've heard of that. It's like
I have not.
Imagination.
Sure.
Is a plane of cause, right?
Okay.
And I always got a kick out of this being a writer on shows, because I would write, now AI, that stupid thing I sent you, any half-ass idea I have, it will manifest, I will make it manifest, and I'll get obsessive and it will like be made.
Right.
When I used to write for shows, I would write stupid props and somebody had to make that.
That's right.
So here I write something that probably last minute, late, that I farted out of my ass but it made me laugh, and all of a sudden it exists.
I remember Johnny Carson had some prop, and it was a chicken that the eggs came out of its mouth. And
You're missing the point, Michael.
And he turns to me and goes, "How much was this?" And it was like $2,000.
Michael, he's trying to tell you that he's a wizard. Okay? Metzger just said he just manifested. My mouth doesn't even know how to say that, because I never say what I do. I just do it.
It was like literally, he's like, "There's $2 bills." He's like, "Holy crap, yeah."
It's really something. And so when I first heard this concept from him of the plane of
Sorry, folks.
cause and effect, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Now, it'd be a really good plane of cause if I was a dark occultist, owning my own newspaper.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or if I owned the media. People say Jews run the media. No, Jew. One guy, one Jew Larry Ellison bought the whole thing.
That's right.
You should be so lucky that more.
Yeah, and who funded it? Where do you get the money from? Metzger, he's been dodging this. See, this is what is making people upset with Metzger. Wizard mentioned it. Yeah, he directs the narrative too much. Okay, you're trying to tell us how things are. Just tell us what is going on, and we will formulate an opinion ourselves, Metzger. Okay, you are just the news to us. You're not a personality. We do not want your opinion. We want his opinion. Let's just watch him talk.
Multiple Jews are competing. You're not entitled to that, you lousy fucking goy. Jew runs the media.
Clipper.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds like it's gonna work out. Also, I think he's not a good, between me and you, I think he's not a good Jew.
Who, Larry Ellison?
I think he might be, in fact, some sort of Satanist.
I don't know, and I don't trust any of these big corporate giant types.
Because what people still don't get, and it's I try to explain it. I was telling you about the guy who came on my show who's a fan. He's a nice guy, but he had one of them mustaches,
right?
And I'm like, and I'll talk to anybody, dude. And I don't.
Yes, Fisk, exactly. Yeah, he's he always hates on Gnosticism and esoteric terms, but he loves to use them. That's how you know he's a resonator, because he won't speak about it. Oh, Metzger loves to resonate. He wants to tune into the lower frequencies. Okay, he can't get into those higher frequencies. Naturally, not through mind, body, and spirit. He's got to get there, like chemically. So, he gets rid of that gut. That'd help him. You might actually be a good writer then. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. I said it. You suck, Metzger, okay? Your writing sucks. You copied other people's jokes and gave it to, what's her face? No, I've just, this is all satire, folks, okay? We appreciate the work that Metzger is doing. But don't you ever speak my name, Metzger.
I'm like, yo, all that bullshit, don't put it on the Jews. Motherfucker, first of all, if you're saying the Jews like that Fuentes creep, you must work for Israel, asshole, because anti-Semitism is a fuel source that they need to commit those crimes. So I make a...
Oh, so that he wants to make sure that he's doing it. Metzger's doing this so that we don't have the end of the world. Okay? Okay.
Big point.
Yes, exactly. And Wizard, you're exactly correct. Yep. So, again, it's good to know what's happening. Okay, it's good to know what's happening. We don't have to. Don't buy everything. Buy it all wholesale, and study the subject, the individual, the person. What he's saying. It's a lot of fun. But here it is. You're right. This has been his main talking point, and he swaps them out occasionally. You'll go, he talking about how he's a Jehovah's Witness so many times, and I was just screaming at my screen. Okay, I started this live streaming because I started yelling at Metzger on my screen, and now I want to do it right in front of him. And you makes me cry sometimes. I get so mad. Yeah. It's a cry and laugh at the same time. It's the worst kind. It heals you as you embarrass yourself. But he's admitted that he has received money. Okay, he's admitted that. He might have been joking. He said that he might have been joking around, but he said, he talked about the whole 50K club. Oh God, I can't. Sticks and stones, cast your stones, whatever. You giving me 50K to, throw a couple paragraphs out there into space? Okay. I've spoken for over 300 hours in the past 2 months. I haven't had a day off, folks, except for technical difficulties. It's all or nothing for me, folks. And not once did I ever think about, I can't even say it because they own all the companies and they're gonna strike me down. But he is doing it. He is. And it's funny because I would say that Fuentes did the same thing at the same time. Okay, they all turned. So I don't know why maybe that's a little deflection. Because they all did this big old pivot. And they're blaming it on Trump. Oh, really? Or were you paid? Thank you, Wizard. And I don't even consider it work. Okay, this is play. And once it gets to be work, I'm going to make sure I get paid. Okay? No, as long as I'm learning. Okay, I gotta challenge myself. But sometimes if I think something's working, I'll just keep doing it. Just grind that thing into the ground, and just destroy the spark of spontaneity and creativity just for the sake of a few views. Isn't that sick, folks? Man, just so I can say that I had a good old time. Oh man. This vessel is empty. I'm ready to resonate, Metzger. Watch out. Yeah, people are talking about leaving their it's wild. But he's the town jester.
And I'm like, yo, all that bullshit, don't put it on the Jews. Motherfucker, first of all, if you're saying the Jews like that Fuentes creep,
oh,
you must work for Israel, asshole, because
how about the whites? How about the blacks? How about the Mexicans? How about the Somalians? Okay. Was it the blacks who buried the tunnels that were discovered in underneath New York? Was it the Mexicans? Was it a group of people? I don't think it was just one. I think there was multiple of those people. So go ahead and sprinkle a little S at the end. Because they are doing things just like everyone else does. Okay, everyone else does things too. But they got so much money. They got that power. They're a mafia, folks. Okay? They'll talk about the Holocaust, but then hire a white, blue-eyed, blonde person to film their movies, or to to be in front of the camera. So they love it. They love watching you squirm, trying to figure out how to not be racist. Speak your mind. And the rest will follow. Okay? I'm still navigating those YouTube waters. Okay, I don't know it. I mean, apparently after the first couple of minutes you can say whatever you want, but I'm not there yet, folks. It is this thing is way too fragile. It could end at any moment. According to Ben Avery, apparently Ben Avery lost his channel. But I'll keep putting the work in, and then if it goes, it goes. But it won't be because of me. Well, maybe because of what I say, but not because I stopped. But I'm looking to quit tomorrow. It's too much. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yep, Ben Avery lost his channel. He thinks that it might have had something to do with covering Jeff Dye. Although he was saying some wild stuff. Not all to Jeff Dye either. Pretty much to every single person. So it's kind of heartbreaking, folks. Kind of heartbreaking. Someone can put all that time in, and just because someone doesn't like it, they can take it all away. Before, you wouldn't have a say. You'd just be screaming at the screen, TV screen, saying how much you don't like this actor or how much this particular show sucks, but you just have to watch it anyways. And the people on that screen would make a lot of money. And it wasn't chopped up in 100 different episodes or 100 different channels. Just a few. But you had to play by their rules, and you had to be part of their club in order to get on TV. Now we're all on it, and the world is wild. Remember the Reader Digest? The Reader Digest. Looking up when Seinfeld's going to be on. Mr. T. Wednesdays at 7 p.m.
Semitism is a fuel source that they need to commit those crimes. So I make a big point to say specifically fucking maniac Zionists, because it's not the fucking same.
But you know how you can prove that very easily?
What?
If Bernie Sanders was president right now, I don't think we'd be bombing.
Yeah, you pretty much have to not care. Weedman. You just have to think of it like, man, I can't believe they would want to watch.
Around.
I think we would, because I believe the story now from Twitter. I always believe
What
it.
story from Twitter?
Oh, one of the ex-Monarch victims talked about seeing him being forced to do
Bernie?
something on camera, or they're going to kill his family. And they go, I've never seen a grown man cry like that in my entire life. This is an ex-Monarch victim. Now, that's just allegations.
Okay. Holy crap. I did not know this.
Okay, so Jimmy, so now it's so funny where I'm at now, and Jimmy, who's
Wait, but do you think besides that?
Oh yeah, I'm very much Wizard saying they could probably read our brainwaves. I'm very much on that page. I really think they can. I think these infrared sensors on the phones can all detect pulses. It can detect when we go into theta and beta and delta and gamma. Have you guys experienced having a Bluetooth earbud in, and then which I don't recommend doing this, okay? But you're about to kind of doze off, and right when you're about to, you're in the kind of like the sinking, the sleeping kind of. All of a sudden, it starts to have this high pitch. The earbud does. It goes. It starts crack. It can't. Yeah. It can't handle the truth. Yes, and do not fall asleep with those in your ears. Yes, especially the wireless ones. Very bad. Yep. Okay. It can cause candida? No, candida in your sinuses. Woo, man. To proliferate and give you crippling tinnitus. Man. Yeah, when I got them, I tried them out. You can immediately feel like this numbing kind of effect, and I'm like, wow. And then sure enough, they're coming out with patents where you just do this kind of thing to control your earbuds. So they're trying to make it so that it's actually connected to the nerves or something. Candida. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, Candida. Wow. And that's your sinus. Now I wonder if that happened to Jamie Kennedy, because his cheeks were really puffy, and I'm like, wow. I think we were talking about it, Wizard, and you're saying, yeah, he must have been hungover or drunk. And even the guest was kind of asking if he drinks. I think Andy Dick was asking if he drank, but he had said that he hadn't drank for years. I'm like, what? Why is your face so puffy? But maybe he was, prolonged use with the Bluetooth earbuds. Yeah, wild. Yeah, and give you tinnitus. Yep. Yeah, it's yep, I do not recommend it. And you can feel it too. You can feel like your ears kind of getting warm. So and the thing is, they have a long range, which can be good for you. You can have your phone down and go quite, pretty far out there, and still hear everything, which is, you would think that's ideal. Like, look, that's amazing. I can keep my phone down, and I can walk around the house, and I can, go up all the flights of stairs I've got. I can go up the elevator, go down into the third cellar. I can still, and I'm like, wow, I wonder what that's doing to my mind. Yeah, cell phone, nuclear physics books say that we should be within 100 feet of a cell. Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. Yep. Yeah, exactly, Fisk. Everyone's losing their... Look, I used to have 2 of these. I'm down to 1. Yeah, I had to switch to these headphones here because the other ones I had, the jack was busted, so I had to use the Bluetooth. And my... Yeah. Losing a little bit of the loosh. So I gotta maintain, folks. But yeah, it's all radiation related stuff. It's wild. It's wild. It is nice being hands free though, but it's not worth it. You go outside, and if you guys go outside and go running, don't listen to music as much as you want to, even if it's corded, even if it's a corded headphones. You don't want anything in your ears. Now I can understand if it's a gym; those are horrible. I can't believe people work out next to people in a small room that is so disassociating with all the mirrors. You're just like, like you're in a perpetual, the loop. You're just like, you're like trying to work out, and you're like, you actually want to do this other thing, but someone's at it, and then you're like lifting these in the meantime, and you're just like stare at yourself in the mirror, like you're like making all these weird facial movements because you have to see a little bit of something new from the previous moment, because you can't just stare at yourself not do anything. So you gotta it's wild. Don't look at yourself while you work out, okay? That's you're gonna have a 2-dimensional representation of what you should be. You gotta move around. You gotta be well rounded. Otherwise, you're just standing in one place and you're just... That's weird, folks. Weird.
Bernie would have as aggressive a foreign policy as Trump would?
They're not. The president's not in charge of that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, the gym is a hamster wheel. Yep. And it's what's really sick too is that they're trying to make it like some kind of resort now with that. What's that one gym that everyone goes to? It's got a daycare and stuff.
Size fits all. So what
like Forever Gym or something.
they do that's special.
Imagine swimming in that. Oh my God, it's so gross. Like having to take a shower when there's people walking around right outside. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. You're like making sure the curtain touches both edges. That is sick. That is sick. That's for some sick people. Hanging out in the bathroom. Oh my God. I can't believe people work out at gyms. I can't believe gyms are still in business. Shows that people don't have space. You gotta be able to move around, walk around, run.
a lot of people who are like depressed at what Trump's doing. I'm like, I'm old enough, you're old enough to remember 2008, right? And Obama anti-war. And it seemed very clear to me, not very clear, apparent to me, that you get elected president, they sit you down, they go, Mr. President, you got elected, great job. This is your wheelhouse.
That's exactly
Here's
right.
what you can do, and everything else, don't worry about it. And I don't need to tell you that if you do worry about it, bad things are going to happen to you and your family. It seems really apparent to me that that's the status quo.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, if you're running around your neighborhood, that would be a little unnerving. Yeah, you can get self-conscious pretty easily doing that too. Yeah, you do have to go somewhere outside of your own space if you do it outside. Otherwise, you just find a place to do it in your own space, and just don't have any mirrors, no reflective material. Just go at it and get weird with it, and you'll surprise yourself of how you could bend yourself. No, let's not bend each other. No, but you'll push yourself a lot further. At least I do, than I would if I had to move my arm up and down next to somebody. That's embarrassing. But in my sacred space, watch out, Metzger. I got the sacred. Then I'm able to set the parameters. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. 12 by 12 room. Yep. You don't need much. Just gotta find a way to have enough space to do some push-ups and some pull-ups and some punches. Why not? You're gonna do some punches, pull-ups, push-ups, the 3 Ps. And throw some kicks in there if you got the space. Squats are good too. Gotta work on the glutes. Ooh, yep, yeah, exactly. A home gym in the garage. Yep. Just hang out there. You know, if you're, I don't do, I don't lift weights. I do other things, and just because it's more conducive to my space, I had to adapt to my environment. But yeah, if you got the space for weights and all that, yep. If you can just find yourself a pull-up bar, or even just a tree with a branch, do pull-ups on it safely without breaking the tree. And find a place to run. Yep, exactly. Yeah, if you do it right, you don't even need weights, but you do have to have the space to, or at least be out in nature to be able to push against the world a bit. I will say though, there's I still have things that I lift. All I got is cinder blocks. But yeah, lifting things is good. I noticed though, when I would do weights back in the day, I would always hurt my shoulder. Every single time. And I have not once injured myself by any of the workouts I've done. Only when I went back to skateboarding this past year. Ooh, man. Just 3 weeks of getting back on the board and getting comfortable again. I wasn't a very good skateboarder when I was younger, but apparently I somehow was able to do it much better now than I was younger. But wow, took a couple spills and had to hang up the board for probably indefinitely. In that little month that I did, I spent about a month, maybe a month and a half, just skateboarding. And I felt so hard. I felt so hard so many times. And I had to say why. But it was fun before that. But out of all the years I've done these other techniques, not once have I injured myself. Well, yeah. Not once have I injured myself, for one. And have I ever injured myself like I did skateboarding? That's wild. I tried to do it. I couldn't do it. I might try again. I might try again if I get the courage. Strength comes from the brain and nervous system. The muscles are just there to support. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Yep. Interesting. So you're saying strength is more like an electric signal. Interesting. Yeah, because maybe yeah, I can see that, because it could be something where like muscle memory, where you're able to capitalize on the most impact with the least amount of effort in a way of conservation of energy to optimize impact and strength, maybe. I like that. And that's what happens when you have routine and rituals. Not satanic rituals, folks, okay? I have many rituals. Okay, I do the same things over and over. I have a simple life so I can stay creative. And I've noticed over the years, yeah, just like with anything, as you keep at it, it just becomes easier and easier. So make sure you're doing things that benefit you and other people, because otherwise you can just keep doing things that hurt you, and you'll get better and better at it. You keep doing it. Yeah, exactly. The farm boys. Oh man, them Iowa boys. I remember. Where was it? I was young. I was probably just out of high school. I saw a farm boy. I'm like, damn, how much can you bench? And that was my way of registering how strong you were. You know, that I hated working out, or actually I liked it, but I didn't like the having to do it around everyone else and the football team. So everyone on the football team, loved bench pressing, and they wanted their names to be on the plaque or on the wall. So there's pressing tournaments, and it was all about bench pressing. I don't know how it is now, but I haven't looked at a gym since. I was traumatized. I was MK'd Ultra by those 45 pounders. And I used to gauge the way, or get a gauge on how strong someone was by how much they could bench press. Those were... Ooh, ignorance is bliss. Ain't that right, folks? But yeah. But anyways, this guy, farm kid, he's like, I don't know, I just throwing hay barrels in the tractor, in the trailer. I was like, dude, you are... And oh yeah, that's right. You know, I was helping him. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. And I'm like, oh my God, how... It's like two people, and he was just able to do one on his own. I'm like, oh my God. So strong. But you stink. But you stink. Why do they smell so bad? Okay, don't they have deodorant on farms? Don't get it.
In DC, and you have this continuity of control that is going to be much more important than whoever's sitting behind the Resolute desk.
Well,
and I don't see how anyone
continuity
can
of government, they call it.
Right. I don't see how anyone can deny this.
Well, the president, there's like 7 or 8 top secrets above him.
But do you disagree with what I said?
Only that you're thinking of like way back when like Truman got in. Now, since at least Reagan, but really probably since Woodrow Wilson, no, they're breeding him out of the womb. So Obama, his mother's a CIA whore.
And his dad was something with the CIA.
Of course, and he's related to the Bushes, and he knew them as kids.
Right.
As a kid, Obama. Okay, they're all related. Some girl, some middle school.
And when you the one who told me that one of the Bushes was having dinner with John Hinckley's dad or something the day...
John Hinckley Jr. was going to have dinner with Neil Bush the night after.
Right.
And then Bush bailed out. I guess Sinclair Oil or something was their company. Right. And so, you sacrifice a child to Baal.
Right.
And then, like when that king...
JFK, look at his brother.
What about him?
His brother died. The brother was supposed to take over. They lost the kid.
Sirhan's the model, dude.
No, I didn't mean Sirhan. There was an elder Kennedy who was supposed to be the president, and he died.
I totally forgot about that.
I have to tell you about this?
No, I just forgot about it. I don't, the Kennedys hold no, even though.
And so did, we talked about this before, so did Justin Trudeau. Him and his mother in that interview when Justin Trudeau's brother died in a ski accident. Okay. Is he going down the barrels there? Or, I mean, the moguls, whatever they're called. I mean, if you're skiing, you're a rich white boy. Okay? Not me, I snowboard. I'm a poor white guy. Them rich folks are all the skiers, and us street rats were the snowboarders. Never seen snow in my life.
Oh, it's a focal point of quite a lot of shit. I mean, they're not bootleggers, by the way. It's a different Kennedy. You know the thing they said his dad was a bootlegger? He was not.
Ooh. I can guess. Is it, was it Woody Harrelson's dad? Or was that? Who's the second gunman on the grassy knoll? Was it? Someone related to George Bush? Oh, that's right. Okay. Wait. It was Jackie Onassis. Wait. Oh, no. I didn't know that theory. Whoa, okay. So it was Jackie Onassis. See, now I thought it had something to do with Aristotle Onassis. I think what it was is that didn't Aristotle Onassis actually commission several assassins out there, and they were supposed to be somewhere else before they were in Chicago, right? Was it Detroit or somewhere? And they canceled that, and then they went to Dallas. I said Detroit, sorry, Dallas. But you're saying it was Jackie Onassis. The sound of her palm pistol hit the wooden fence and created the illusion of a gunshot coming from that direction. Oh. Now, what was it that she was doing when she was getting out of the... So then she was then leaping out of the car because she had just done that, not because she thought that they were shooting her? Wow. And was it her gun that was on the back of the trunk? Everyone says it was the back of JFK's head that was on the trunk. But maybe it was her pistol. If you watch the Zephyr film, frame by frame, you can catch the projectile going upward, right? And this is why people were saying that maybe the passenger of the, like he was seated lower and could have turned around and shot from inside the truck or inside the vehicle too, because the vehicle itself was modified for that seat to be lower. Yeah, it wasn't the past. Wow. Interesting. Now, because she was, did I see something about the yacht that she was on, Onassis? Yeah, she went to, exactly. So she went to hang out at Aristotle Onassis's yacht 2 weeks before the assassination, right? Now, I thought it had something to do with maybe, that they're threatening her, but the same thing happened to Charlie Kirk, apparently. That she was having a meeting, or same thing happened to Erica Kirk. She was having a meeting with, some military people, I think the day before he was assassinated. And but I was very interested in the Jackie Onassis, or Jackie Kennedy and Aristotle Onassis's yacht, because I just figured, okay, so they're having an affair, but at first it seemed like, it almost seemed like he might have kidnapped her for a little bit, like because she was gone for like 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden comes back as a trained assassin. She got MK Ultra'd. That's what they did with. Or that's what they do with all these actors. They kidnap them, put them through all this V for Vendetta training course, and then they come walking out and they realize it was just a sound stage in a studio. They thought that they were in prison this whole time. And they had to like fight to the death just to get out of there because like someone else was in there experiencing the same thing. So survival of the fittest. The marriage was arranged. Yep. Oh, you're thinking Onassis was born a male? Okay, yeah. There, I saw that. I saw a video floating around Instagram with all the president, or all the first ladies. They love saying the first lady. It's the first lady. Really? What kind of lady? The first of their kind. And saying how all the first ladies sure do look like men. Barbara Bush. Macron. Brigitte. More like Brandon. Big Mike. Couple others. So wild. Yeah, and even Milena. Yeah, she's kind of tall too. But she was a centerfold though, right? So maybe what happens is they get replaced. Get replaced by the man. Because who was that other donor who had like donated, $100 million to such and such at the White House, and the guy's wife looked crazy. Like absolutely crazy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe he was, but the guy that the Kennedy worked that mob, some dude just wrote a book about it. It was very interesting. He found out that it was actually a very apocryphal tale, because if you read Fritz Springmeier's Illuminati books, which you should, and they show you these bloodlines, Kennedy's one of them.
Okay.
So these are lace curtain Irish, to say the least.
What does that mean?
The good Irish,
Okay.
lace curtain Irish.
I never heard that term.
Okay, black Irish.
Yeah.
Chill. He's like, yeah, I never heard that term. Okay, so can you tell? Yeah, I'm so serious and literal about literally everything.
That's the less good one.
Oh, okay. It's always the less good one.
I learned that from Scott Adams.
Okay. Rest in power.
Rest in power. Jimmy, well, I always loved Dilbert, but Jimmy likes Scott Adams, but we covered him so many times where I'm like, were you saying he's a hypnotist made a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, what is that song about? Yeah, we want to be Mike. What is that? Is that how it went too? We want to be like Mike. Wow.
Because
yeah, of course.
When he said the thing about, look, if you accept the accept you have a government and they have a CIA, they're going to have to lie to you. And this is after.
But that's true though.
Right. Okay, that'd be fine if that's what I don't accept it, number one. Put it in writing and make it real clear and leave this raw
come on.
shit.
If the cops, like for example, cops who are undercover, they can't all be like, are you a cop? You have to tell me.
Right. But I expect the cops not to be killing the president of the United States.
Yeah, right. Of course.
That's
yes,
all.
Yes.
The
sure.
cops are the arm of the law, and that means the law cannot violate itself. But look, I got to tell you, your anarchy thing that I was like, how could this work, Mike? I must be an asshole, dude, because I was presuming this shit works. What a dickhead I am.
Presuming what shit work? Government?
Yeah.
Honey.
Because I started on the basis of like, well, you got to have something. No, you don't need none of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Not one of them.
I know.
Well, no, I'm saying you're right.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm glad
That's
to
what
hear
I'm
you
saying.
say
I can't
this.
believe because look, I can't deny a thing once I see it.
Okay, sure,
How
sure.
the fuck do I do that?
Sure.
But you're supposed to. And I resent, so you know a lot about North Korea because they sold North Korea to us as something I give a shit about, and I did the way I would care about anybody being fucked up for no fucking reason.
That's exactly why I care.
Yeah, and then
Especially once you've been there, it fucks with their head. If you see a hungry kid, it fucks with their head.
Yeah, well, now, well, I shouldn't have that fucking video. You're the guy I sent that to because I was like, I hope this is fake. I want it to not be real.
Oh, I don't want to. Okay, yeah.
Because I was telling her last night, like, it has fucked me up for the last week and a half. I'm like, fuck. It was like when Metallica's One video came out.
So let me explain to people what you're referring to, and I'm not going to show it. So when I was writing my book, The New Right, I had an issue with legal because they were saying I had to write in my book, The New.
Uh-oh. He's doing a knob twist. Okay. Anytime that they twist their knobs, the story is twisted.
Explain to people what you're referring to, and I'm not going to show it. So when I was writing my book, The New Right, I had.
See, he just did it right at that moment. He wasn't doing that any other time. See? Hands off the mic. Being overly attentive. He's trying to look into the eyes of Kurt Metzger. This is a stand-in. Okay, this is not Michael Malice. Michael Malice is a skinny, scrawny, little Russian little asset. What'd you say? And he looks huge now. And then Alex Jones, this big old massive fat blob, comes out 2 weeks later after hanging out at Onassis's yacht, looking thinner than and the Grande chick, the Anna Grande chick, and his voice is different. Man, they're swapping these people out, folks. Do you not see that? That's not Michael Malice.
Not one of them.
I know.
Well, no, I'm saying you're right.
I know.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, I'm glad to hear you say this.
I can't believe because look, I can't deny a thing once I see it.
Okay, sure,
How the fuck do I do that?
It's like rain.
Well, you're supposed to
on your wedding day.
And I resent, so you know a lot about North Korea because they sold North Korea to us as something I give a shit about, and I did the way I would care about anybody being fucked up for no fucking reason.
That's exactly why I care.
Yeah,
Especially once you've been there, it fucks with their head. If you see a hungry kid, it fucks with their head.
Yep, yeah, Jim Carrey too. Yep.
Now, well, I shouldn't have that fucking video. You're the guy I sent that to because I was like, I hope this is fake. I want it to not be real.
Oh, I don't want to. Okay, yeah.
Because I was telling her last night, like, it has fucked me up.
Oh, what's wild too is that, and who just happens to show up in the news? Britney Spears, folks. Britney Spears shows up in the news for the first time in probably 15 years, 10 years at least. Okay, we were just talking about this a few days ago, probably a week ago, on how I had said that, those because I had a picture of Britney Spears with her blades, doing the turnaround and having her blades. Okay, and I'm like, that is not Britney Spears. Okay, that is somebody with an AI face. They're trying to, or it's a mask and something, and she's locked up somewhere, and they go out once a week and do a weird dance movie. Because if you look at her old Instagrams, they're all chopped up. Like the editing, the video itself is heavily edited. Like a lot of hard stops. And so it's the reason, I'm sure, is because the face filter showed too much of the real person who was doing that. And now all of a sudden she shows up getting a DUI. She get pulled over getting a DUI. So something's happening. Something's happening. She must have escaped.
Up for the last week and a half, I'm like, fuck. It was like when Metallica's One video came out.
And again, what happened to Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx did a movie. Jamie Foxx disappeared, first of all, for like 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 4 months. And then first he did a movie called They Cloned Cletus, or whatever, whatever the name's called. And then after the movie, he disappears for months and then comes back after people are saying, or after people are concerned. Comes back and is like, no, man, I'm fine. I'm right here. Everything's good. They cloned Tyrone. Yeah, exactly. So he comes back after being gone forever. And he doesn't have the same markings that he used to. He didn't have the same tattoos. He talked differently. He didn't have this vibrato or this kind of confidence to him anymore. He was very, meek and very disturbing video with Jamie Foxx playing golf with that guy. He's like, hey, look, and some guy on the golf course, he's like, hey, look at me, and look who I'm with over there. And he points behind him and it's like, Jamie Kennedy. And he's like, hi, I'm Jamie Kennedy. Or it was like really, really awkward. I should find it. That's so disturbing. And then after the movie that he did as this new Jamie Kennedy, sorry, Jamie Foxx, was where he was on trial as a lawyer, or it had something to do with, I think, like a fake body or something. What was the movie that he did after Tyrone? Yeah, now Malibu Most Wanted. Yeah. So he did Tyrone and then disappeared, came back, and then there was a movie that came out, and he looked different in that movie. So whatever that movie was, something about buried, like Buried Alive or something, maybe. So like the title of the movies are telling you what's happening to them. Again, they have no creativity. There's no metaphors or analogies. It's like these Russian or Israeli spies Yeah, I don't know. Let us. We will send him back and let us. The burial. Yep. Yeah, and we'll send him back and we'll make a film and that way people can see the new body. Well, what do we call the film? I don't know. Just hey, we got the body buried. 1 second, I'm having a meeting about a movie we should do. But we got it buried. Oh, what did we call it? Buried. The burial, yeah. Like, none of these people are actually in the industry writing these films. These are mass psyops that they're doing on the sidelines, and then they just do a little movie about it. Why else do you think all these... There was like so many assassin movies, like in 2024. Everyone was an assassin. Everyone was, getting called up by their call, the call shot or shot caller, saying, "Hey, you want to sign up for this bounty?" Maybe because it's what they're doing. They cloned Tyrone and sent her it's pretty good, pretty great. No, I didn't see it, and yeah, I bet Clone Tyrone was good because that was probably his last movie that he did, and he, did Dango Unchained. There's definitely. There's got to be some connection with Quentin Tarantino. Gotta be some kind of connection.
So let me explain to people what you're referring to, and I'm not going to show it. So when I was writing my book, The New Right, I had an issue with legal because they were saying I had to basically claim that Pizzagate was all a hoax. And I said, look,
Twisted.
I'm not saying this definitely happened. I'm not going to make accusations in writing that's going to lead to legal exposure, but there's stuff in there that is at the very least disturbing. And there's one photo I'm thinking of on Instagram that was on James Elephantis' Instagram. And it's a little girl. She's 6 or 7, and she has her arms on a desk
taped to it
and taped
with
Scotch
tape.
tape. It was Scotch tape, I think it was. It doesn't really matter. And she's just looking at the camera, scared. Now, I can assume whatever this
like Chuck E. Cheese.
You can make the argument for me, this is for fun. It's going to be really hard to pass that sniff test and tell me, oh, this is fine. And I've seen things like this all the time. I don't. So you said...
Exactly, dude.
That's all I'm saying. You can't tell me this is common.
There's something not cool about this.
That's it.
Michael Malice is the Bill Maher of the right.
And you can't deny that. So you sent me this.
Am I in full screen? How did I get to full? I can show full screen now? Are you guys seeing an image on your
clip,
screen?
which really...
Wow. Interesting. Did I finally figure out how to go full screen?
They took the stripper out. Wouldn't you be like, okay, we're drunk, we're Why should we go home? We're here. We're queer. We're drunk. We got all the weed. The chicks are here. They need to make a living. They need to make a living.
Hell no.
You know you'd want to stay.
Fuck no.
Everybody.
We been gone.
That's who Michael Malice is. He is Bill Maher for the right.
Home. We're here. We're queer.
You can make the argument for me, this is for fun. It's going to be really hard to pass that sniff test and tell me, oh, this is fine. And I've seen things like this all the time. I don't. So you
exactly.
I don't.
That's all I'm saying. You can't tell me this is common.
There's something not cool about this.
That's it. And you can't deny that. So you sent me this clip, which really screwed me up when you sent it to me.
Because the before and after is the thing.
Right.
Or after and before.
It's a girl who looks very similar, but she's obviously been a burn victim or something.
She's been skinned.
There's scars all around her face. She's half asleep.
Twitching.
I didn't really look at it too hard because I can't.
Me neither, but it's in my memory forever now.
Yeah, right. I never saw the Charlie video. I'm very happy I haven't seen the Charlie video.
Oh, I don't know how you avoid it because I
went on social media.
Oh.
Someone DM'd me about it, and I'm like, I knew him. I'm like, I need to see this.
You see what you're saying? Just like the Challenger. For some reason, some of these, it's required that you see it.
Thank you for hitting the like button. Hit subscribe too if you want to get some Kurt Metzger coverage. Anytime he drops, we go live and we do some commentary and we expound on the ideas, and we also cover other comedians and conspiracy theories. It's a lot of fun. Appreciate the hang. Our live streams are long form commentary through a satirical analysis, and we tease apart the psyche of these comedians and laugh at their expense. We fill our souls through their sorrow and pain. It's a lot of fun, folks. A lot of fun. Join the Clip Virgin community. It's a weird name, but a cool crowd.
That's called a message to the masses.
It is. What about Trump getting shot?
That's a message to the masses. Now, and I'm not saying who's right or wrong in this. People are like, oh, that was like a trick shot and fake. It could be. By the way, the level, if you know Mozart.
Thank you for the love.
You know the story of Mozart that his tutor was Mesmer?
No, is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he wrote a concerto at 4 because William Mesmer was mesmerizing.
Father of mesmerism, yes.
If you heard Kung Fu Fantastical Tales,
Let him
Mind-Body
cook,
Connection,
Michael.
That's what this shit's about. You cannot believe the things that they can do. They can split your consciousness up and put it in your limbs and make you dance if you don't know how to dance.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. That's the things that these fuckers do.
I was hypnotized, and yep, they had me literally tap dancing on stage in front of everyone at Bucknell University. Literally.
Whoa.
Steve Byrne, the comic, a friend of mine, was at Mothership. He does some act where, like, I don't really understand what it is, but I just look up at the screen, and Steve's got 8 guys lined up and this one old lady in a chair, and the guys are all sexy dancing to this old lady. And I'm like, and I'd heard this some bit he does, and there's all these lights. And Steve's voice, Steve Byrne has a great voice, dude. He has the voice from Dune. The voice is the thing that draws you in. And
yes.
It's not
It's
distortion.
seductive. It's seductive.
That's right. And so I'm like, oh, and I asked him if he ever took a hypnotist. He goes, no, he doesn't even know he's doing it. But he doesn't. And I believe him 100%.
Oh,
because
wow.
he's good. No, I don't think he knows. And I've known him a long time. And Steve always got hot girls. He always was like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, of course.
And some people
You know
just
they call that?
What?
Natural PUA.
What's PUA?
Pickup artist.
Yes, he was.
That's the
Without a
term
doubt.
in the culture, natural PUA.
Without a doubt. And I got to say, he's probably a great role model for a lot of American guys with Asian blood that feel like they're not. Because Steve was crushing ass, dude.
It's called
It's
called a personality. You know, just don't get weird with people.
I don't think he is, but he was like
in his heyday. Yeah.
Yeah, and he always had that charisma, and so people take classes to learn how to do it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I conduct myself like how I walk downstairs. You ever see what
Well, I had to take classes to get less charisma, and it really worked.
You
nailed it.
Yeah,
can you recommend that guy?
I fucking nailed it.
Look at that's the first time he laughed right there. He's been purposely trying to not laugh this whole time. I mean, now he's finally hanging out Okay? That's what I'm saying. Like, what Michael was doing was all fake. So there it is. The first time that he actually laughed, 36 minutes. So he's been putting up this facade, trying to get to the hard questions. I need to know this, Metzger. So it looks like it's manufactured. Almost like they kind of working together. You'll ask these questions, and Kurt Metzger would then say his little talking points for the Kabbalah. And he's joining forces with Duncan, who is a Peter Thiel puppet. Duncan, you Peter Thiel puppet, your suey eyes. Shit. Shooting laser beams out your suey eyes. Take a look at Elfin Graveyards. Take down. Ooh, man.
Please recommend that. I assume it's a woman. Or
It's Tom Woods is his name.
What?
Tom Woods is his name.
Oh, man.
He just teaches you how to be completely unlikable.
I'm too... man. We got to hook up after the show. So you just saved my life, Mike.
You are welcome.
Oh, my God. I feel like the one... you're welcome.
Yeah, that's it. There's somebody I used to know. Yeah, exactly. There's somebody that I used to know. You didn't have to cut me off. You didn't have to. That little Indonesian kid who was missing. Stephen Colbert. That sick freak. Dancing around with needles doing the vax dance. And then you had Jimmy Kimmel crying over every little thing. Yeah, because they gave his kid autism. Or whatever kind of sick disease. That video that with Stephen Colbert doing that with that kid is so disturbing. The kid's like, you didn't have to cut me off, little stranger. And Michael Malice on Joe Rogan was painted kind of like that. And I almost wonder if it was an homage or homage to that. And yes, exactly, Wizard. And then they lied to us. They lied through their teeth, just dancing like, get the COVID shot, it's what it's all about, the COVID. And now, after all those deaths that occurred, all the accelerated cancer that occurred,
Kurt, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, we're talking about a skinned girl. So
yeah.
Yeah, this is worse than 1984. Yeah.
Jimmy says to me, he goes, "Is this real?" So when that Bernie thing had come out, Jimmy's like, "I don't believe it. How would he even get his dick hard
Kurt
to do
loves
something
saying
like that?"
Israel.
And I'm like, "You didn't see Black Mirror? Remember Black Mirror, the first episode?
No.
It's the best episode. The prime minister has to fuck
Oh,
a
that's
pig.
a fucking pig. Yeah.
and he's like crying, and I'm thinking of that. And when I hear this story, I'm like, that sounds like that Black Mirror episode.
Malice wants to be so cool. He wants to be cool. I mean, he wants to be cool so bad. It's like, yeah, I know that one. Yeah, the one with the pig. Uh-huh. Yeah, Metzger. Do you like me? Oh, imagine Metzger liking you. Those would be some dark, dark days. Malice wants Metzger to like him so bad.
Then I'm thinking about, oh, that's right. I used to write TV programs.
Wait, for people who don't know, let me follow your train of thought. The first episode of Black Mirror is a princess of the UK is kidnapped, and the hostage taker
We don't need a
says
play-by-play.
the ransom is the prime minister has to fuck a pig, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is outrageous!" That I forget what the twist is.
He does it.
No, but you're
It was a performance artist.
no, you're skipping the part two. Something happens, and then the polling flips, and then it was like 80% said he has to do it, and then he does it.
Yeah, well, I don't remember what the twist
Because
was.
at first it was like, "Don't you dare do it! This is outrageous." Then there was a twist. They're like, "Okay, now everyone wants you to do it."
What was it?
Right? There was some twist.
Did the Queen ask him to do it?
I don't know. There was some like he said something. They're
He
like,
looks
"Oh,
like
fuck you, now you have to fuck
Zelensky.
the
Oh,
pig."
that's hilarious.
Dude,
That was the whole point. Like at first everyone was normal, and then they're like, "Nope."
That's a vital part of the story. I don't
It
remember.
was a vital. Yeah,
But I just remember him crying, and they gave him Viagra.
yeah.
So I'm like, Jimmy, maybe
I don't think that would work. The Viagra. I think they probably have to give a shot in there.
Oh, they got Viagra. Yeah, you know how Viagra shot works? Pauly Shore told me.
No. There's a shot, and then there's the Viagra pill. The pill's not going to do it. If you have to,
The shot?
the shot will do it.
Okay,
It's very
but-
different.
Well, I don't know what shot you took because
No, there's a shot to your genitals.
it doesn't. It's not a needle. It's like a turkey base you put in your dick hole.
No, and
Yes,
your
Pauly
urethra?
Shore explained it to me in detail.
How did he know?
He had like 2 girls with me. He goes, "I'm getting this Viagra." He's not ashamed of it at all. I want to make that clear. I'm not like ratting him out. He explained it, and I go, "What do you mean? There's a needle?" He goes, "No."
Oh my God.
Pauly Shore's hilarious, dude. He goes, "You put it down." I go, "How much fucking coke did you do?" I don't think he did coke. Right, look, it goes down your fucking
urethra,
Yeah, I mean that's already
like a catheter.
That's already sexy enough right there. I don't even need to have sex now.
That's called sounding.
What?
You don't know about this?
No.
Sounding is when guys stick things in the urethra.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, for astronaut school we did that.
Well, do they have catheters?
I don't know what they. No, they don't do catheters. They have astronaut diapers. Like
Do they
real
have
men.
diapers? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Astro diapers.
Yeah. Wait. So Paul, he puts a turkey baster up his urethra and squirts the medicine.
He told me he had plans to. I don't know if he ever did.
But I mean, that's the method.
I haven't done my due diligence, followed up on that one. But I remember him telling me, and I was just like, wait, you put a needle? Like, because the first thought was like, you can't take the fucking pill,
Right.
snort it or something.
Right.
You gotta fucking do
Or
it.
rub it in there, maybe.
He goes, no, you just squirt it down your dick hole, and I guess it works like.
Well, if you're
really
just
good.
putting in the tip, it wouldn't be that hard, right?
It goes down. You're shooting it.
No, right, but if you're squirting it, and you just have the tip in, it wouldn't be that hard to put the fluid in.
No, not at all. It's just
It's not like a catheter then.
you know, I'm probably just being a big baby. It probably works great.
I'm sure it works
especially
great.
if I got to fuck a pig.
Obviously, it works.
You know, how many pigs on the road I fucked for free and not saving England. Not that many. Not as many as you think.
I was gonna say, is it 0? I hope it's 0.
No, I banged a Denny's waitress that. A Bob Evans waitress that had a great body, but the head of Tom Wopat from Dukes of Hazzard.
Thanks for hanging out, Mark.
That's I believe Luke Duke.
What was your move?
Oh, nothing. She came to the show to fuck me, and I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
I did a lot of coke back then, dude.
But how'd you fuck her then if you're doing on coke?
I wasn't on coke when I did it. She was on meth though, so she really could fuck.
Oh, is that a thing? Like, oh, that's right. That's why they all do meth, because they could fuck for hours.
Chemsex. That's that fucking psychopath Democrat donor Ed Buck was getting blackmail.
That's right. That's right.
Male black hookers. He wanted them passed out, and then he wanted to shoot meth in them.
Oh, can we wait? There's
Yes.
something I do. You just remind me of something important because I want to get back to the Epstein stuff because I think it's very key. One of the other things that I didn't that not everyone, a lot of people seem to believe that is necessary for this Epstein's files drop.
Yes, Metzger has his moments. He has his moments, and he's not repeating himself as much as he has been, which has got to be hard if you're doing so many of these. Thank you so much, Mark. Appreciate it. So he's finally not talking about how he's able to dodge the military because he's been already deprogrammed from cult behavior because he was a Jehovah's Witness. But we'll still make fun of him anyways. But yeah, he'll do a couple good ones out there, and but for a while he was talking a lot of new conspiracy chatter. It's pretty fun, and then everything got a little too political. So we're trying to see where he's going with things.
Is that all these Democrats all of a sudden spontaneously started,
and he's definitely getting pushed by the algorithm. So we need to know why.
caring about kids getting hurt?
Because they know Trump can't release it.
Hold on. But here's how I know that that's not true. If people are just skeptical, because as you know, and some people watching this will have forgotten, the longest serving Republican Speaker of the House ever was Dennis Hastert. And
Is he the longest ever?
Yes.
Oh my. And
Dennis Hastert went to jail in his 70s after being Speaker of the House because stuff he did with underage boys, maybe they're college age.
That's how he got the job.
As a high school or college coach, I don't remember. And Democrats who do not hesitate at any time, if someone's like a Christian conservative, be like, you had an affair, you're a drug addict, you're a hypocrite. Not one ever ran a photo of this person shaking hands with Dennis Hastert.
Exactly right,
they
Michael.
never brought him up at all. They brought up Herbert Hoover for decades. They brought up Nixon for decades, Bush for decades. They never dropped his name once, and now he's a trivia question.
I was told he was intelligence. I'm being Costa with Epstein.
But the point is,
who are these guys that don't get in trouble but move up the ladder?
But somehow they never bring him up. So do not tell me that all of a sudden Democrats care about these kids who are being trafficked. And
the larger issue is if you still think, look, you will probably know where we get left and right from
the French, the French Parliament.
My question would be, why are we doing that? Why is there a sheep pen for me to go in?
Right.
And so people go, I didn't leave the Democrats left me. Asshole, what are you talking about? Like, my box that I wanted to be in, my veal cage left me. I was supposed to be in that veal cage, getting all soft and biteable and chewable.
Yeah.
And then the veal cage up and left me, and now I'm out here in the wilderness, not being devoured alive. Fuck you and your left and right, asshole. Who am I talking to? Anyway.
Right, exactly.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, why do we have that? So the fundamental assumption that everyone should question is, why do you say left and right? That doesn't strike you as insane? I got two ass cheeks. I know that. Is that what it is? Like, they both cover up for the hole, right?
But so what I want to know is the other. We were kind of disagreeing a little bit because my point is that all this stuff they've sat on for years. The good stuff they're going to redact. But your point is
they're not redacting.
That's the thing. So let's talk about that.
And
please correct me.
I don't want to call it the good stuff.
You know what? Smoking guns.
It's like when I asked if people saw the Nickelodeon molester documentary. I'm like, was it good? I shouldn't say it like that. People, I wish I didn't ask you. Yeah. So no, the outrageous stuff is in there. Now, there's a lot of journalist heroes like the great Michael Tracy, who we met in that festival, the Icarus Festival in Rutherford of journalists.
And I've had him on the show. At his point, and I brought this up on Rogan.
His point is that he's probably a pedo.
Is who?
Michael Tracy. Well, that's being charitable. I would say he's probably a Hasbara something, but Jenna was like, that guy likes girls that age. That's why he's defending it. But,
okay.
But that's just speculation.
But hold on. I think that's a little unfair because sometimes what if he just wants to be a contrarian?
Fuck you. Oh, on eating children. I might be in a purity spiral, but I feel like fuck you, Michael fucking Tracy, you fuck. Yo, my joke about this shit is I didn't see the Nickelodeon molester documentary because I'm backed up on molester documentaries. Really child rape, but I'm cleaning it up for our society. You can't say the name of the crime. I'll bleep this probably. Yo, does anybody notice it's everything? Has anybody noticed? This is why you're right about anarchy, because all of the institutions remember I told you about Lord Mountbatten? I couldn't believe you had never heard it. There was a filthy pederast.
Right, go on his Wikipedia if people don't believe. Look him up.
It's on his Wikipedia?
Of course.
How bad of a pederast you have to be that MI5 can't clear your Wikipedia? They own... Okay, so we're taught...
If it lagging here a bit.
They own. Okay, so we're taught, and now I realize, because I can never figure this out, dude. Why people do education? Now, I'm an astronaut that rose from the bottom. I'm not one of these silver fucking Tang spoon. Okay, but it's amazing. Academia trains you to compartmentalize.
That's true, of course,
and that's why we have autistic people now. Because, by the way, if you think they didn't make, I think they made people like that on purpose. Why?
Made people like what?
Autistic. Remember Temple Grandin, the lady that could talk to cows?
Yeah.
Because she realized, this is what dawned on me. She goes, I realized I could think like the cows.
Right.
I'm like, boy, that must be very useful to a race of lizard people to have humans who think like cows, but they're smart. They're smart-hearted. They're not the bad kind.
Right.
They're the smart kind. So let's review. You ever see Love on the Spectrum? We were watching it. It disturbed the shit out of me.
Kurt.
What? You produce it?
I live it. Not only did I see Love on the Spectrum, but the guy from Clemson, what was his name?
I don't remember.
The one who worked at the hotel and who always talked like this. And
yeah.
There's an Australian version and an American version. In both versions, they set up a highly autistic young man with a girl with Down syndrome, which you're the comic. I'll let you fill in the blanks about. That's like matching up someone in a wheelchair with someone who's an astronaut, I guess.
Dude, that is like my joke about I was trying to explain the concept of smart-hearted.
The restaurant he went to in Clemson, I was in Clemson, and I took a photo of myself at his table. So yes, I'm a fan of Love on the Spectrum. And it's also kind of funny because on the show, there's a few like really cute girls who are just barely autistic, and it's like, I can't find a boyfriend. Like, you can.
Yeah.
You can find, literally, you are the ideal catch because you're not like chick annoying, and you have like fun hobbies, and you're like amiable, and you're friendly. You have a chip on your shoulder. You can have literally
they have a little bit of a chip on their shoulders. And I was like, but
no, they don't. They're sad about it. They're like, I don't want to have a boyfriend.
So why? Okay, that's great. So this ties into transhumanism, by the way.
Okay,
this is what transhumanism is all about.
This will be labeled Michael is sipping as he's simping. And boy, they do not like being called a simp. I called Jimmy Kennedy a simp, put it on a thumbnail, and all of a sudden, the next episode or two, he's yelling about simps. Ooh, he saw the thumbnail. So make sure you call any man you see a simp. They love it. Michael's simping.
So let's review what we got here. People who are very.
Oh, by the way, I got to add one more thing to your autism transhumanism. I went to the MAGA event here, event here in Austin.
For RFK to say glyphosate not that bad, actually.
No, he was opposed to it.
Right now he's we can't just take it out because blah blah blah.
Because Trump, he said in his speech that he was arguing with the president about it.
Yeah, and he'll give in.
He has to. It's the president's boss. Point being, he said when in the 70s, autism rates was like 1 in 300.
Originally, I heard that from him. The point where he goes, "There's nobody in the." You don't see people in their 80s and 90s with a helmet. They can't listen. They can't hear Velcro rip.
And now it's like 13% or something higher.
Yeah, and he
goes, genetics are the same.
That's exactly right. And fucking so we got people you can program a sexuality. You could say you're a girl now. Okay.
Right.
But they're not stupid.
They
just focus on what they focus on. And that's great because as an employer, as a job creator myself, I need people that focus on the task at hand almost to
Mark.
Some would say retarded degree.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to be retarded. I want them to be really smart while they retardedly focus in one area. Okay, I don't want them distracted with flirting and whatever. I'll tell them what gender they are. As a matter of fact, I would prefer that. In fact, I'll tell them they're a woman. Maybe I get a bonus for hiring women and they can never get pregnant and I got to pay for it.
Right.
Any product they love. Oh my God, you got a vinyl Thor fucking Labuba, whatever the fuck these people buy.
It's called a maquette. I will not have you do any tard shaving on my show. The term is a maquette.
So if you can fuck up Star Wars for fucking 10 years straight, just fucking
20.
God, you could just fuck it up. Well, yeah, but now I've learned to live with the prequels.
Remember when the prequels are the worst thing about Star Wars?
Oh my God!
No, but the point is, there was a time when that was the worst thing about Star Wars.
That is true. I forgot about that.
It's amazing that Star Wars went from an aspiring,
like that. I'm sure those prequels are looking real good by now.
Joseph Campbell inspired.
Oh, he loves hating on Joseph Campbell. These writers, the reason why he hates on Joseph Campbell is because Joseph Campbell has had a huge influence on TV and film, especially in the past decade. Everyone's trying to recreate the Joseph Campbell, the man with 1,000 faces and the hero's journey, because George Lucas did it for one of his movies. And but it's the old, mystic tale. You gotta live your life like it's like a mythology. Create your own mythology. And Metzger hates mythologizing. He hates people with purpose. He wants just these empty vessels that he can pour out his propaganda to us while he laughs at no punchlines. Say a joke, Metzger. You comedian. Dance for me, puppet. You are a putty in my hands. I could care less if you're 6'3", calling yourself 6'4", okay? I'm just 4'3". And I know one day I'm going to be 4'5". Just need those 2 more inches. So I'm going to manifest every inch.
MK Ultra myth to tell young men about the hero's journey and conquering a space egg with their laser penis. But now, it's always imbalanced, overly masculine or feminine. Always. Because it's programming to... Anyway, they love it. They're going to buy all the products, even if it sucks ass. They're smart, but the shit that I'm telling you that you would... They'll go, you're not an expert, because they have absolute... And it's not that they're smug. I asked Scott Rouse, the body language guy, like what,
body language?
Yeah, he reads.
Okay, yeah.
I love that dude, Scott. And he really is interesting how he explains it, because a lot of people think they can read body language and
Yeah, you've seen our stuff. That's what that's part of our description. We through a satirical lens, take a look at their body language, the body movements. Metzger's a fan of the show.
I love that dude, Scott. And he really is interesting how he explains it, because a lot of people think they can read body language and shit. And, it's not like how you think. And it's also not like... He explains it in a very reasonable way, okay? And, I asked him why...
From what this body's telling me,
they're like a psycho.
Like this is screaming to me right now. Can I zoom in? Can we zoom in? So, what are you looking at? You're disassociating like Mark Norman, who just stares out to nothing when he's trying to touch his guests.
Psychopath. The psychopath doesn't, I was watching a documentary about high functioning autism, and this pyrotechnic guy for rock concerts, and he's a genius, but he can't be in meetings, so he'd be like, you're an idiot. He can't.
Yeah.
But they need him because he's like House or something. But there's this one scene.
It's not. It's lupus.
Yeah, I just mean his attitude.
Oh, he's just calling everything lupus.
Yeah, it's Scott Adams' framework. So
Every frame, it's lupus.
So there's a scene of him. It's the funniest thing. The guy's wheeling his mother in a wheelchair by the train. What?
The framework. There was some great fireworks at the concert. Reframe. I have lupus.
That's right. Positive thinking.
Yes.
So
you're right. We should have watched the Raw one. God, Michael, you suck, dude. Michael Malice, you suck. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Spent all this time. You're not funny. No, we will. The thing is, we don't need something to be funny to find the funny. Okay, that's what we're here for. The more dry, the more monotonous, the better. It's only when they try to be funny that they suck. They realize they are not the comedians. You are the comedian offs.
So he's got his mother by the train tracks, this autistic engineering guy from Rock on. He's wheeling her down by the train tracks because he likes trains. I think everybody's referencing this scene, honestly, when they make that joke.
There's a twist ending.
His mother goes, I'm cold. I want to go home. He goes, why would you want to go home? The train's coming. So I'm like, okay, that sounds almost psychopathic. But no,
But it's next door to each other mentally.
But these are people that want to connect with humans, but they have a problem in their filter of connecting.
Yes.
A psychopath, it wants to pretend that they're connected.
Correct.
So that's an important distinction. Now, since we're run by psychopaths, and here's the ultra wealthy have been, I mean, if you ever saw Precious or whatever, they've been brutally training their kids to be have expanded.
Wait, Precious, the black girl movie?
Dude, hermetic shit. I hate how much it's real.
What's that have to do with rich people, though? That's what I'm not following.
Well, I mean, Precious got enough to eat, but I'm just saying really poor
But she had
people.
to steal. She had to steal the fried chicken. Remember, she ran away.
So at the top and bottom of society.
Right.
So my friend, who's from Old Money, she's like telling about, we used to have a saying, eating is for poor people.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. And when she tells me about friends, I'm like, just my mouth is agape. They're all on school shooter pills from when they're 5 to deal with the fact that their life is wrong.
Right. Yeah, right.
Because they're rich. Everything's good, right?
Right.
And okay, so when they tell me things, I mean, I know you've met people like this. They're telling you about their life, and you're like, do you think anything you told me is not the most insane thing you've ever said?
That's the other thing. They don't have a concept of normalcy.
Of course. Why would you?
Because you know why? Because you'd want to try to pass.
Right.
And they don't even know how to pass.
They don't know.
Right. I just went to
Well, okay. That was a nice little dip into the derp verse. We got a little sense of Michael's agenda. He's definitely an agenda man. He wouldn't put on a smile the whole time. But we got a lot in the pipeline, folks. We still got Derp's new one. And I think we might actually take a look at Alex Jones on the next stream. That does it for us tonight, folks. We will hit this again. We'll take a look at Alex Jones and put in another take into the hot one. Everyone was wanting me to switch to this one at the beginning, and I probably should have. Cool, man. Sounds like a Reagan. Sounds like a good time. I appreciate you guys hanging out. If if you like this kind of coverage, and we'll go hard on the paint. We'll really put the feet to the fire. Give us a like, subscribe, and we go on most evenings, late night, and just have a little hangout sesh. A lot of times we don't even like what we watch. No, we enjoy some of this, most of it, but a lot of it is pretty cringe, and we got to find the funny, or find some good conspiracy theories. But we've got many. Where's my other tab too? I even have a whole conspiracy night folder. So we got a lot of stuff out there that we got to go through and get the truth. So thank you so much. We'll do this again. Appreciate the time. Joaquin Phoenix. She be like, yo. Yo, I was in signs, but no one understood it. But it's talking about capturing kids, like aliens. But thank you so much. Oh, and I've got raps too, folks. I got raps. What's the one with Obama? I was singing before. Hey Obama, I know you're just a puppet, but I'm giving you props. You lying to the public like it ain't nothing, and I just love it. I hope it don't stop. It's a variety show, folks. As a matter of fact, we got all sorts of fun happening. All sorts of fun happening on the show. See if we got some more here. Oh, here it is. Here's Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, thank you for reminding me. Forgot about we got a request, folks. But first, here is Jason. Too many banners. Burmese. Looking like a little... Looking kind of wild. That's his little greedy grin. Seeing those numbers from Kurt Metzger. He's like, oh my gosh, these are the largest numbers I've ever had. Look how many times he's got to say his name. He's got to say his name 3 times in that little section there. Shame. Oh, Turtle. Yeah. You would otherwise have come into the second half, but I gotta taper it down a bit. Appreciate you coming back, hanging out. Thanks, Lemons. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see if we can send you guys on a good note here. See if we got a little acapella here. Oh yeah, we're gonna sing it. Oh, why isn't it playing? Yeah. Sing it if you know it. Oh, blessed America. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We're not starting soon, we're ending. There we go. Yeah. What you looking so weird? Are you trying to copy my hairstyle? What you pointing at? Oh, you picking your nose, aren't you? Quit flipping me off, man. Shit. Oh, Metzger looking all bug-eyed. Well, Michael Bean from looking weird. Joe Rogan doing the almighty eye. Yeah. He's Epstein. Yeah. He's Epstein. Everyone's Epstein. Yeah. What you put? Oh. Welcome to the show. We're just ending. Yeah. Yeah, gonna flip your eyelids. Oh, John Mellencamp's flipping me off. You picking your nose? Oh, now we'll talk. I'll talk at the big walk like Billy Idol. Open your eyes, Billy Idol. Yeah. Oh, everyone closing their eyes. That's how it is, folks, here at Cliff Virgin. Thank you for hanging out. We've got so much more in store, so please like and follow. What did I do, Mark? Sometimes I summon Norman. You gotta watch out. I'm a resonator. And he's an easy one to tune into. It's just like this. It's like, but I appreciate it. And we'll do it again. We'll do it again soon. I mean, if you guys got another, well, I'm almost feeling another music number. How dare my spirits get soaring. See what else we got here. I've got no other. That's the only track I got. Appreciate it. Oh, one more. Oh my God. See, it's really easy for me. I just need that one crazy guy to say. Okay, wait. So this is the music part. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh no. Let's see here. Find another song. All right, let's try this one. Oh my God. All right, let's see. No, okay. Let's see what this one's like. With arms wide open. Oh my God. Oh, with arms wide open, you're in the light. I'll take you to this place. I'll show you everything. I don't know that song. I can get real goaty with my voice, so I can. People say I have the angelic voice of Eddie Vedder. Hey! What's that one? The event flow. Oh my God, how embarrassing. Runs around like butterfly, yeah. Woo-hoo. She don't know. No. So she chases them away. Hey. I don't know how he does it. You got to get like. I can't. I need to be able to project in order to really get goatee. Gautier. Gautier. It is. You didn't have to cut me off. You didn't have to teach you that contingent. Nothing happened. Imagine having to write that song and sing it more than once. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, angels could sing. Oh, I would hope that an angel could sing better than me. I'm sure. I'm sure everyone, like a virgin, like clip virgin. Ooh. Get a little toasty in here. Hold on 1 second. Getting a little toasty. This is an after party, folks. We are in the after party. This is a CV after party. I've got a beat in my head. All right, here we go. All right, if you guys are gonna stick around, I'll put some music on, and if I get striked, I'll just edit it out. But it'll have to be in the background. I'm not sure if I can take requests, okay? I'm not that good, but I can. I'm one of those white boys that's been propagated by the mainstream media to love rap music. So that's all I know now. Here we go.
It was one of the worst performances I've seen in my life.
You all hear that?
I couldn't sleep last night because I felt it.
Oh, okay. Enoch, your father, just detached my calling is right on time. Transformation, I must have 1,000 lives and like 3,000 wives. You should know that I'm something, I'm fighting up demons that burn outside. Better known as myself, I'm a demigod. Every thought is created, sometimes I'm afraid of my open mind. You know my mind is heavy. I tell you in pieces, cause this way too heavy. My diamonds, the joker is heavy. More life to give on demand, are you ready? Who keep a minus like us? Who in alignment like us? Who gonna heal them all us? When there's no one to call, ain't no conversation. Hit it back the fence and shut the door. Bitch, it's a celebration. Let's not do that. A little bit of after party. Actually, Loyalty got royalty inside my DNA. Cocaine, quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power for the pain and joy. Anyway, he sounds like a little baby when he's talking like this. No, we like Kendrick. We like Kendrick. But you should never rap without a full speaker system. Never rap a cappella. It sounds bad. Sounds bad. You might as well just be speaking in tongues. The Shekinah glory. Then rapping a cappella. Got a lot of fun here. A lot of props. Got a lot of props. But we're at 333, folks. You know what that means. All right. So I got to go before the Illuminati gets me.